What else was
I don't know.
What else did Deke do?
I gotta say, I didn't look at a lot of Dekes.
Jesus.
I didn't. What? What?
And we are live. Hello, everybody who's not here yet, because it takes a minute for people to come trickling in.
Hi, everybody.
All right, let's get you guys pulled up on here while I wait.
Frog legs, frog legs, frog legs so fine. Hoppers is the place where you should dine. There's cheese legs, bacon legs, chili legs too. French fry, frog leg, barbecue.
I know that song's from. It's from Muppets Wizard of Oz, right?
Yep. If you want just a snack, then here is the one. A frog leg burger on a nice green bun.
That was like literally the worst song ever. Oh, look, here's a bunch of people. See, they all kind of like trickling in at one time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
There's only one good part in the entire movie.
James says the Oscars sucked. What?
In the Muppet Wizard of Oz, there's only one good part in that whole movie.
I've not watched that movie yet.
Oh, it's
I hear it's bad. That's what I heard. That's why I haven't watched it yet.
The only good part is when Kermit meets Oz the Great and Powerful, and he says, "I am Oz the Great and Powerful." Kermit says, "Are you any relation to Frank Oz?" Anyway. Hi, everybody. Hey, Captain Spaceship is here. That's a great name, Captain Spaceship. I like that name.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, James says the Oscars sucked. I don't know. I don't watch the Oscars. I don't care about award shows one bit.
I stopped watching the Oscars years ago.
But I heard there was a whole big thing for Laura Dern. Like, she won stuff, and then they had like a song for her or something like that because it was her birthday or something.
I missed that part.
Or am I going crazy? Or was that fake?
I started fast forwarding because the show was so boring. It really needs a host. Like, they didn't have a host this year.
Oh, there's no host?
They really need a host to bind it together because it just felt fragmented and weird. Like, I mean, it was a terrible show. No matter whether you liked who got the awards or not, the presentation was terrible.
I don't know. I don't watch award shows. I don't really care about award shows. I just enjoy movies. Same thing with music. I just enjoy music. I mean, plus those award shows aren't exactly fair to independent stuff at all.
I should have my own award show, like the Joeys.
Matt Apple says, "Hey Dave, our little eBay success has been shipped to you." I know what that is. Awesome. Looking forward to having that arrive. I'll be hitting up the post office. Well, I'm going to the post office tomorrow, but I'll probably actually pick up my packages on Friday.
Let me ask you this. How come on a show like the Oscars, the same handful of movies gets all the nominations? No matter how good a movie is, could it have the best of everything? Let me give you an example. In 2001, A Beautiful Mind was nominated for Best Makeup. Okay? And that was nominated for a lot of movies that year, Beautiful Mind. But it was nominated for Best Makeup. All they did was make Russell Crowe look older. Now, they've been making people look older since the beginning of time. That is like, put makeup to someone, make someone look aged. But you know what other movie came out that year? The Tim Burton remake of Planet of the Apes. Now, it's a terrible movie. Right. But Rick Baker turned hundreds of people into apes.
Yeah.
Good movie or not, shouldn't that have that didn't even get nominated for Best Makeup.
Oh, well, I mean, should at least got nominated.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. Alice Star, what's my love for the Spice Girls? I don't understand your question. Why would I not love this? Why would I not love the Spice Girls? I mean, greatest contribution the music industry has ever received. It doesn't. I mean, makes sense to me. I don't know. I didn't hate 2001 Planet of the Apes. I mean, it's not as good as the original, but not by a long shot. But it's all right.
I would say I hate it. Out of what, 9 Planet of the Apes movies, it's the only one I
Oh,
dislike.
yeah, and Parasite apparently won. Oh, yeah.
Parasite was good, but I don't think it was Best Picture.
No,
good.
here's the thing about Parasite. Parasite is a good movie. It's a great movie. I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic movie, great story, great movie. But it also clearly shows that people don't watch enough like Korean films.
You know, you can go to cinemasickness.com and you can go to megapodtastic.com, and that's a Parasites right there.
Ah, I see what you're saying. But like that movie was good, but
liked
the reason why I think it won and became anything is because of it's a bandwagon movie. It's just people just start freaking out over that movie. It's not that it's a bad movie. It's not. It's a great movie. Parasite's fantastic. Everybody see Parasite. Fantastic movie. It's not like there's a difference between like a movie that's like, wow, okay, that movie was like phenomenal. It deserves every bit of praise it gets. Oh my gosh. And a movie that's just really good and becomes super popular because it's kind of trendy to think that movie's popular. And that's what I feel Parasite is. I feel Parasite, as great as a movie as it is, its popularity is more based on trendiness than actual.
I agree with that a little bit.
Being good.
I agree with that a little bit.
I've seen so many amazing like Korean movies that are fantastic and have the same kind of feel and I mean not the same story, but still the same kind of like feel and take, and it's shot the same sort of way. And I see many movies that leave me feeling the same way Parasite let me feel, which just goes to show that I just think people don't watch enough foreign movies.
I think sometimes people want to get caught up in being historical. And the fact that a foreign film got nominated for Best Picture, because normally, you know, a foreign film will get Best Foreign Film, but it's rare a foreign film gets nominated for Best Picture. And I think the fact that it got that high, that it could actually was a contender for Best Picture, I think then people were like, well, this is history. We got to make it the first foreign film to. It's good. I really like it.
I mean, I'm not trying to knock it. It's a great movie. It's just.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was better.
Yeah.
I think Knives Out was better, which wasn't even nominated.
Still see Knives Out.
Knives Out's so good.
But anyway, I feel that movie's a lot more of the praise it gets is more hype than it is the actual movie itself. But the movie's still good. I'm not trying. By no means am I trying to knock the movie. The movie was fantastic. I loved it. I'd recommend it. I still haven't seen 1917. I want to see that so bad.
I don't think I would like 1917. Maybe I'll check it out, but I don't think I'd like it. I'm
You
not
said,
really.
Reese's, I don't think there's a film that blows your mind anymore. That's not true. I see movies that are fantastic all the time.
I'm not really one for war movies, so but
it does take a lot for a movie to be like, you know, above and beyond these days for me because I watch so many movies. There's got to be something that stands out because a lot of times I watch a movie, I'm like, all right, you know, it was good, but it, you know, kind of it's a story I've not that I'm saying I like people always drive me nuts when like, oh, what, you've seen this exact story before? When I say like, oh, the movie kind of reminded me of like other stories I've seen, I'm just saying it reminded me of other stories. So yeah, it takes a lot for something to be more like super original and stand out for me and blow me away, or just have something about it that I really like the feel of it or something like that. Like, I mean, it's not that, like I always say The Innkeepers about being one of my favorite horror movies, and one of my favorite movies in general. It's not so much of the movies like anything, the story's anything amazing. It's just that it's the feel that movie, it's the atmosphere and the feel that movie gives you. I think it makes it stand out as a horror film.
Horror.
Where we at? When Greg wants to know when I'm coming to Columbus. Probably not till the spring. It's cold right now. Is Columbus
flea market?
Is Columbus open all year round? I'm not going now. It's too cold.
When it warms up a little, we got to go to Jake's because I want to go with you.
Yeah, I want to go back to Jake's so bad.
Pam's had something she's been holding something for me for a long time. I just never get out.
We were just there on Sunday. Should I come out? Were you free Sunday?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Jackie had a gymnastics meet.
Oh, all right. Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get back to Jake. It's funny because Rick keeps talking about how much he wants to get back out to Columbus, and I'm like, I like Columbus, but I want to go back to Jake's. Like Jake's is my jam. That's my flea market, and I get his love for Columbus because Columbus is huge, and we do always walk out of there with a bunch of stuff. Usually a pretty nice haul after we leave Columbus. But in my opinion, it's just what I don't like about Columbus is that it's too big. Like, you get there, it's so overwhelming. Like, I actually walk in there and already feel, like, stressed.
First time we went, I didn't mind it. The second time I went with you guys, it was too much.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of walking around. There's a lot, I mean, which is great and all, but at the same time, it's just like, I go into that place and already I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already stressed out. Jake's, I think, is the perfect amount. You're there for maybe, like, on a really busy day, you could be there for maybe 2 hours if it's really busy and there's a lot to see. But otherwise, you're there for maybe like between like an hour, 2 hours. You walk up and down, you see everything, and you're in and out. And there's a lot to see. Again, I always say it's the Goldilocks. The Goldilocks' porridge of flea markets. It's not too small. It's not too big. It's just the right size, right amount of people, good stuff. But anyway, I don't know. I still like Columbus. And I want to get out there. And I also want to go to Berlin flea market. I want to get back out there again. I've only been there once, and there's something else. Oh man, there's another flea market out that way. I can't remember the name of it.
I was glad when they tore down the wall that was separating both halves of the Berlin flea market. That was great.
Gotcha.
Someone just asked who.
Greg, no, not Englishtown. I didn't like Englishtown. Englishtown, I thought was like a pretty dirt flea market. I went there with Rick, and we weren't the biggest fans of Englishtown. Cowtown, thank you, Brandon. Cowtown's the one I want to get out to. I hear Cowtown flea market's good. I've never been there, so I want to go.
Connor McGregor.
James says Englishtown's a dump. I agree. It was. We called it the dirt flea market.
Connor McGregor asked what I thought of Ready or Not. Really liked it. Really liked it. Very, very
you
good.
Can't hide. I'm gonna find you.
It was a good movie. Yeah, no.
Every time I hear that, I just immediately think Fugees.
Have you seen it?
No.
When I did the top 5 films of the year with Serial at Midnight, it was his #1 movie of the year, and I hadn't seen it. So I've now seen it, and I don't think I put it at #1 myself, but I understand why he put it there. It's really good. It's really a lot of fun.
Never seen it. I will eventually, though. I want to see it. I hear it's good. Dave, you go to Cowtown. Remember not to go to Cowtown. The pressure being a you. What?
I don't know.
Remember not to wait. If you go to Cowtown, remember not to kowtow to the pressure of being a YouTuber. I don't get it. I guess it's a joke, but I don't understand it. I'm not smart enough to get jokes.
Jesse asked what Mr. T's cereal tastes like. It tastes like Captain Crunch. I mean, it literally was Captain Crunch. It was Captain Crunch, but in
shape of a
T
T.
shapes. Yeah, that's that. Thoughts on Snotter Outer says thoughts on Dr. Sleep. I really like Dr. Sleep. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet. Nope.
It'll make you Dr. Sleepy.
Blu-ray Madness. Well, see, he doesn't watch our videos. He said what we thought of The Irishman. I liked Irishman. That was good.
Noah asks, is Serial at Midnight an easy guy to talk to? Yeah, absolutely. He's a really friendly guy.
And he was saying about Laura Dern. Yes, I know she won an Oscar. I woke up this morning to 4,762 people messaging me about Laura Dern winning an Oscar.
Hi, Jamal.
And I also follow Laura Dern on social media, so she posted about it as well.
Laura Dern.
You're darn right.
The one good joke on the Oscars last night was when Chris Rock came out. He said to Marty Scorsese, he's like, "Hey, Marty Scorsese's here. I loved season 1 of The Irishman." Because it's really long.
But for me, it flew by.
Yeah, no, it really did.
Like, some people were complaining about that movie, like, oh, but it's so long and drawn. I'm like, no. Like, I saw it with Joe. I actually, for once in my life, saw a movie in the theaters. And I thought it flew by because it was a really enjoyable story. I liked it. I would sit here on my couch and watch it for another 4 hours again. It was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Very entertaining.
Sav says, what do I think of Star Trek Picard? We're 3 episodes in. So far, I really like it. I think it's a good show. Do I like it as much as Discovery? Probably not. But it's a really good. I'm enjoying it.
Movie Man, yes, I like 1925 Phantom of the Opera. And Batquin says, whenever you go back at the Jakes, you should bring the whole crew out like you did in the Jersey Hunting video. You, Joe, Rick, Greg, Josh, Caleb, and Aaron. Well, first off, Josh and Caleb would, unless they happen to be in the area, would not be coming because they live in Georgia. So obviously, if they're in the area, that'd be perfect. But they live in Georgia. But Joe, Rick, Greg, Aaron, they could all do it. I'm sure we will at some point.
Vinny asks if we saw Birds of Prey. Vinny, you gotta subscribe to my channel. My review of the movie is up. It's up on the channel. Yeah, no, I saw Birds of Prey. It's terrific. I want to see it again, actually. I'm really anxious to see it again. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do that, but it's a really good movie. Deadpool
fan asked what I thought of Zombieland Double Tap. I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Did you like it?
I might have liked it better than the first one. I don't know. It's really good.
I don't know if I'd say I like it better than the first one, but I'd say it's a solid sequel.
It's pretty good. You know what? Zoe Deutsch's character was really good. She was really entertaining. I don't know. Yeah, I think it worked. Then you got Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson was great.
Who's one of my Hollywood crushes. So, yeah.
Same here. Yeah, no, I liked it. In fact, I liked it so much I wouldn't mind making it into a trilogy. And I loved the Bill Murray stuff at the end.
Yeah,
that was
really
funny. When he goes, I don't want to spoil it, but his when he has to defend himself, we'll say.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Movie Man says, "What is my channel? It is Megapodtastic. Megapodtastic.
MEGAPODTASTIT, right?
Yes,
right?
yes.
Mega Podtastic. All one word.
Yeah.
If you're watching this back, link down below in the description of this video. If you're watching it now, you'll have to type it in yourself. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Here, can we type it here, right? I can type it in. MEGAPODTASTIC.
That's it.
Enter. There we go. I typed it in. Copy, paste.
If you really want to,
sub.
If you really want to,
it's not gonna work.
Even when you're the guy.
I don't think it'll work.
Wild.
Yeah, I don't think you can do. I don't think even I can do links. Yes, Landon. Irishman was limited in theaters, but we saw it at an independent theater, and that's why. Water Tower Cinema, and that's why we were able to see it. We went there for the grand opening of the Water Tower Cinema, and they were nice enough to give us free tickets to go see The Irishman. It was great.
Media Freak says, "Sub the Krazy Joe. What's wrong with you?" That's right, Media Freak. What is wrong with any of you that haven't subbed to me? Backwin says, "I saw the review for Birds of Prey. Going to see it on Valentine's Day." Backwin, you are in for a treat. The movie is
which movie?
Crazy entertaining. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I do think they made a mistake giving that movie an R rating. Apparently it's opened a little softer than they expected. Some people are reporting it's a flop. It's not a flop. It's actually already made back its production budget. But I think they would have had a much bigger opening if they had gone PG-13, because they would have gotten the family audience. It's not a film you can take the kids to. And it doesn't need to be rated R, because it's based on a character who was created for an afternoon cartoon series. Yeah. So I don't know.
Jay says, any travel plans? Yes, I leave on the last Friday of this month. What's that, 28th, 29th? I leave the last Friday of this month to go to... I can look it up here. Look at that. Maybe. Oh, there we go. It is the 28th. I leave on the 28th to go to Walt Disney World for a week. I'm going to be down there with Josh and Caleb, the twins. And I come home the following... I think I leave Sunday. So... I'll be down there for a week with them. So if you guys are going to be in the area, let me know. In fact, I still have a ticket, an extra ticket for the DVC nighttime event. So if any of you guys live in the Florida area and you want to go to the DVC event, let me know, because I have an extra ticket. I mean, first come, first serve. But if you want to hang out and go to the DVC night, I'm literally just sitting on an extra ticket. So.
Do you ever, when you're out with the twins, do you ever buy them some Wrigley's Double Mint gum and then sing the song
No.
"Double Pleasure is waiting for you"?
No, I don't.
Oh, that would be sexy.
And if you do want to go, hit me up on Instagram. Don't message me here, because that's not gonna help me out at all.
Thank you, Movie Man. Movie Man just subbed. I appreciate it. I'm still trying to hit 2,000 by my birthday. I think I have 600 to go. So I have a feeling I'm not going to, once again, I think I'm going to not make it, because I don't know. I don't get it, people.
Vinny, he's asked about Aaron coming into the live stream. Aaron did actually mention, and look at that, got a bunch of new subs.
Well, thank you.
Everybody subbed the Joe.
Mr. Fimsy, what a great name.
And Luis kisses you.
Oh, thank you, Luis.
4 kisses. I don't forget. Oh yeah, Erin. She mentioned she wanted to do a live stream, so I don't know when. That's based on her schedule. She lives like 2 hours away from me. So I don't know. I guess whenever she can get out here to do it, she'll do it. So eventually, I can't.
Or you can go to her. You can do it with her hood.
It's so much.
That's what the kids say. Hood.
It's so much more of a pain about to do live stream, because I got to bring all this crap.
Use
it's a lot easier.
Lingo.
You know, you can't see it now, people, but there's a whole setup going here for these live streams. It's not just one camera, done. It's computer, 2 cameras, tripods, lights.
Snotter Otter wants to know who our favorite 80s comedian is. Is it Dave or Joe? I say Joe.
I say Dave. Dave Coulier.
Joe Rogan. I don't know. He's
from the 80s?
I don't know.
Joe Rogan.
No, my favorite... Jay Simmies says, what's my channel? Megapodtastic, my friend. Megapodtastic. And thanks for asking. My favorite 80s comedian, that's tough. I think the funniest guy alive is probably Norm Macdonald. But Norm was more of a 90s guy, so I don't know. 80s, I'm going to say something very politically incorrect. Back in the day, back at that time in that place, there were few people funnier than Bill Cosby. Yes, he's out of favor now, but at that time, you know.
Connor, no, I'm not doing the villains after party. I don't know if they're doing that while I'm down there. Even if they are, we're not doing that. I mean, I would like to go, but we're not doing it. I'm doing the DVC night on the 3rd, and then actually, I got good news. I was kind of worried because I thought on the 4th, which is going to be the opening day of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which, by the way, they announced, okay, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, we're doing we're gonna open it up to Fast Pass. It was gone in like a second. Like they went like literally they were just gone. So I'm not getting a Fast Pass for that. But the good news is I don't have to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to be there bright, like when they open up, like I did with the stupid Rise Resistance wasn't stupid, but their way of getting people on that was stupid. I don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to be at the park at 4, standing in line for 2 hours for them to open up, and then trying to get a boarding pass. I don't mind waiting in line for like 3 hours. I'll do it. I'll wait in line for 3 hours to ride this ride for the first time ever. I'm okay with that, and I'm happy with that. I'll arrive at the park at like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Perfectly fine with that. That's how I'm going to roll into the park.
Gary says the best Peanut special to never get made is It's Spanish Fly, Charlie Brown. I gotta tell you, a couple weeks ago on my live stream, someone asked me, what's your favorite Charlie Brown special? And I gave a smart alecky answer. My answer was, it's the Zapruder film, Charlie Brown.
Wow.
Well, a week passed, and the same guy came back and said he was unable to find it. And I had to explain. I'm like, no, that was a joke. It's not a real special.
Sam wants to know if I'll be getting a bacon sandwich after the live stream. Ooh, hiccups. I actually just ate. In fact, the reason I'm hiccuping, burping, is because I just took the soda. I don't know. I just ate before the live stream. I was really hungry, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe not. Depends if I get hungry or not. Louise, am I going to buy another $200 lightsaber? No. I bought one. I'm good. It was a fun experience. Got my little pin. Got my lightsaber. It was great.
This guy's a huge Star Wars fan, man. He's a huge Star Wars fan. He spends $200 on a lightsaber. Won't spend $6 a month to watch The Mandalorian, but he'll spend $200 for a lightsaber.
I'll watch Mandalorian when it comes out on physical media. I'm not supporting digital. That's a physical lightsaber. I'm not gonna spend $6 on a fake pretend floating in the sky lightsaber.
He has spoken. Say, I have spoken. You gotta say, I have spoken now.
I have spoken.
There you go. He doesn't even get it, but he said it.
They're doing a Gremlins 3?
They've been saying they're doing a Gremlins 3 for years. I'm not going to believe it until I see it. I heard from Zach Galligan that the Gremlins animated series that's going to be on HBO Max is actually to test the waters of interest in a Gremlins 3. Trashboat says, Joe, are you a fan of Charlotte Braun? I bet nobody except you and I, Trashboat, know who Charlotte Braun is. I'm willing to bet like nobody else knows who Charlotte Braun is. She was a Peanuts character.
Oh.
That was introduced and so hated by the fans that she had to be taken out of the strip.
Why?
Fans hated her.
What did she do?
She was supposed to be the female equivalent to Charlotte Braun. But fans just did not care for her.
Wow, people are late to the show. Hector says, happy for Parasite winning Best Picture. Talked about that. Gave my thoughts on that one. Cinema, don't you use digital codes? Isn't that like streaming? Yeah, but I buy the movie then. Like or you mean, do I use it? Like, I don't physically watch my digital codes. I mean, here's the thing. I don't mind a digital code coming with a physical Blu-ray, because it's kind of nice. Okay, I bought this physical movie, I have it on Blu-ray or 4K or DVD or whatever. But if I happen to be on vacation or something like that, it's nice not to have to bring it with me, but I still want the physical copy. And yes, if somebody gives me a digital copy, like for instance, Joker, I watched a digital copy of that because I wanted to see it. Somebody sent it to me. But just 2 days ago, or no, it was yesterday, Sunday. Just yesterday, I bought a physical copy of it. So if I watch something digital, I'm gonna pick it up physical. So the last thing I need to do is be giving money to Disney so they can decide they don't want to do DVDs and Blu-rays anymore.
That's Charlotte Braun yelling at Charlie Brown.
Oh.
Right there. She was so unpopular that they had to.
She kind of looks like Lucy.
Charlotte Braun, Peanuts Wiki, creator. Yeah. That's an obscure character.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Obscure character. I'm gonna buy me a dog. 'Cause I need a friend now. Jesse, you're
Monkeys.
right. Gremlins 2 is better than Gremlins 1. It's weirder. It's one of those movies where they just unleashed the weird and we're like, let's do this. Let's have a brain gremlin. Let's have a bat gremlin.
I'm not sure if I'd say I like 2 better than more than 1. I like 2. I don't know if I like it better. I might like the first one better.
I love it, man. I love it when they have Leonard Maltin reviewing the first movie in the second movie. Like, I thought that was hilarious.
Mike, no, I do not have the complete Turtles van set. I have just the individual releases. If I'm not mistaken, doesn't that van set have horrible packaging? I'm pretty sure it did, so I wouldn't want it anyway. CS, if a modern movie was released to VHS today, which one would you pick up? I'd pick up Blu-ray. I'm
still very jealous of everyone who got the Bumblebee VHS. Like, I want that Bumblebee VHS.
Well, that was more of a collector's thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I want it.
But I'm saying, like, something like that I'd pick up, but only because it's collectible, and I'd put it in my, like, display case. But then I would still go out and buy the Blu-ray or 4K or Blu-ray of it.
You know what movie I actually want on VHS, and I look for it when I'm out, and I have never come across it? I really want A History of Violence on VHS.
I would buy that too because it was last VHS.
It was
last
mainstream major marketed VHS.
So I would buy that too to put it again for my display case. But no, if something had a VHS release, I would still buy it on Blu-ray. But if it was something cool and for collecting purposes, I might buy it and put it in my display case. But
Gary says that Bumblebee VHS was only for the influencers. Well, first of all, I gotta tell you, number one, I don't like the term influencer.
What the hell's an influencer?
That's a thing they call people like us on YouTube and social media. They call
really handsome people?
People who they call us influencers. And I've been called an influencer before by many people.
Am I an influencer?
You are. You're probably more of one than me. But I've been called if I'm an influencer, then you're an influencer. But I don't like that word because I'm not trying to influence anyone. I'm just telling you what I like. If you like it too, cool. But I'm not trying to say you should buy this because I like it. Look into my eyes. To me, that's what
I'm trying to influence you. If what I says goes, and everybody should just listen to me and do as I say. But just saying.
I hope I just hypnotize some people in the audience.
Who here's seen the video I shot yesterday at Pam's? Because Sav says something about a Titanic VHS. If you guys have seen that video, there's something fun Titanic coming up there. Content creator, no influencer, says Ross.
One of my viewers just got a signed Titanic VHS shipped out in the mail today.
You signed a copy?
I signed one.
What, are you ripping me off? You need your own movie. You've never even seen Titanic. How can you be signing Titanic?
That's what I wrote on it. I've never seen this movie. That's what I always write on it.
I tell you. Rip off. Rigby is a rip off.
It's your fault. That's what everyone wants us signing now. You started this. If I had my way, we'd be signing VHS copies of Celtic Pride with Dan Aykroyd. But no.
Then sign those and send them out. Robert says, CS, that Toy Story box was an awesome pickup in Goodwill. You picked that up in Goodwill too. Yeah, that was a good find. Randomly stumbling upon that in the toys section of all places. Took all 40 seconds to sell that. Zero says, I've never seen Titanic, and I'm from the place where they built it. LOL. You should see Titanic. It's a good movie. We got to do something with that someday, though. Where like we all watch it together. Something.
Ross says, is anyone watching Sonic when it comes out? I think I'd rather have root canal surgery.
Oh, I want to see the movie.
I'd rather have...
Wait, you're not going to go see it?
No.
You have the movie pass thing. You're not going to go see it?
No. Sonic? No.
Why? I'll go see it with you.
Oh, it looks so bad.
I want to see it.
It looks so bad.
I want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Titanic. I want to see Sonic.
I mean, if you want to go that badly, I'll go with you. But
I don't want to go that badly, but I do want to see it. Jerry, yes, I do have the Blu-ray box set of Friday the 13th. They have the like the Blu-ray like collectible tin case. I have that. What are you reading?
Brandon says, I just watched Celtic Pride last week. It wasn't as bad as I remember it being.
It's a fun
He
movie.
wouldn't even let you make your banana pancakes. And I was going to make them, too. I was set on it. Best line in that whole movie.
Everybody's trashing Sonic. I don't know. I want to see it. I have a feeling Sonic will at least keep me entertained. It won't be good. It won't be bad. I think it'll just be very mediocre. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna go. All right. I wasn't
like
okay. It entertained me for an hour and a half, and I don't need to see it again.
Media Freak says, I want to see Sonic. They fixed it. It's not the bad version. All right. Here's the thing. That would indicate that the movie was terrific. Only the character design, that was the only problem. The fact is, I think the movie looks horrendous. I think it's irrelevant what the character looks like. Mm-hmm.
Jesse says, do they have the Camp Crystal Lake counselor patch with it? I don't know. Do they?
I found VHS at a store Friday. It was 1 for 99 cents. What did they have, Joe Riggs? Anything good?
All right. Ta-da!
I have that set.
I
I bought the crap out of that.
What does it come with? Well, got the movies. Got digital code. Yeah, check that out. Camp Crystal Lake Counselor. You are right. It does come with one. Still in its packaging because I'm not planning on taking out. The discs aren't in there.
The best.
The packaging's kind of garbage, actually.
Where's the best movie in this collection?
I don't know.
There it is. The best movie in this collection.
Freddy vs.
This is
Jason?
the only one with Freddy Krueger in it. Oh, yeah.
But Freddy, in comparison to Jason, is garbage. The cool. Yeah, what are you talking about?
You're garbage.
No, you like Freddy more than
I
Jason?
do. You know, we have this conversation on a weekly basis.
I guess you're right.
We have this conversation weekly.
I can't get really into Freddy all that much, man. Doesn't do it for me.
Gary says, Joe, I won't be at the Crazy After Dark stream this Wednesday. I have to tell you my one-liner here. Unfortunately, hope Dave gets the joke tonight. All right, let's have the joke, Gary. Bring it on.
Freddy will always be way better. Wait, Freddy will always be the way, bro. Freddy was so much better. No, I disagree.
I agree. I'm Team Freddy.
No, I'm team Jason. I think Jason's cooler.
I'm waiting for Gary to hit the joke.
Yeah.
Dave
See, I was
found
curious,
Spice World Pop today. They have Spice World Pops?
They don't have Spice World Pops.
Oh.
Unless you mean soda. What do you mean by pop? They don't actually have pops. Unless they could be fake ones. Worst Jim Carrey movie? Well, I did just watch Dark Crimes, and that movie was awful. So slow and boring. Wasn't entertaining in the least bit.
My least favorite Jim Carrey movie is all of them except Eternal Sunshine. I like the first Dumb and Dumber.
Oh God, Dumb and Dumber 2. That was horrible too.
Dumb and Dumber 2 was terrible. I hated Liar Liar.
I love Liar Liar.
I hated
Ace Ventura,
both Ace Ventura movies.
But what about Cable Guy?
Cable Guy was alright.
Cable Guy's probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Alright.
What about Mr. Popper's Penguins?
I never saw that one.
Well, then you can't say.
Gary says, here's the one-liner, Joe. The Star Wars Tex Crawl walks into a bar. Get out of my pub, the bartender yells. We don't serve your type here. I like it. That's a good one. That's a good one. We don't serve your type here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he is in... was he in Kick-Ass 1 and 2, or just Kick-Ass 2?
He was in 2.
Just
but
2.
He's such an a-hole that he refused to promote the film. After he made the movie, after
Really?
he took the pay for the movie, he decided that the movie glorified guns and therefore he wouldn't promote the film. But he didn't give his paycheck back.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he was good in Dirty Harry Deadpool. Yeah. Singing his what, Guns N' Roses, right? Did he sing Welcome to the Jungle? Is that what he sings in that?
Did he lip sync it or something?
Yeah, he lip syncs
Yeah.
it. And then when he dies at his funeral, isn't Guns N' Roses actually at his funeral? God, it's been so long.
That I don't remember.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
I gotta watch Deadpool again. I always enjoyed that film.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Corey says, yes, curious. If I sent you some items, would you open it mystery box style? What's mystery box style?
It means you have to dress up like J.J. Abrams while you're opening it.
Will I open them up like I do every other package I receive? Yes. Do I open them up mystery box style? I don't know what that means.
Louise says, bad joke alert. Major storm blew the roof off of local cheese factory. There was debris everywhere.
Hey! Ho! That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Once Bitten's a fun Jim Carrey movie. Well, God, what was it? Club Med? Or was that what it's called? Or what was the Jim Carrey movie? It's him and, what's his, is it Dad from Growing Pains? Who's Dad from Growing Pains?
Alan Thicke.
Alan Thicke. It's him and Alan Thicke. But here's the thing. In that movie, him and Alan Thicke are college buddies. Alan Thicke's got like 20 years on Jim Carrey. And it's so It looks like he's hanging out with his dad in the movie. Like, they're like, we're best college buddies. It's like he's hanging out with his father the entire time. There is such a huge age gap between the two of them. It's ridiculous. It's a fun movie, though. Oh, Earth Girls Are Easy. You know what my problem with Earth Girls Are Easy is? I like that movie, but, what's her name from Beetlejuice? Gina Davis is like, I don't know if she ever suffered from anorexia or not, but if you've ever seen her in that movie, she is kind of disturbingly too thin. I find her to be a beautiful woman. Even to this day, I still think Gina Davis is gorgeous. But in that movie, I'm just like, here's, please, a burger. Just like bones poking out. It's bad. So I don't know if she ever had a eating disorder or not. But
remember when everybody was saying that Ally McBeal had an eating disorder because she was too thin?
Yeah.
I remember around that time when she was in the news and everyone's like, "Oh, she's too thin. She's too thin. She's got an eating problem." She was in the audience or the crowd at a baseball game, and every time the camera went on her, she like jammed food in her mouth. It was like the camera would go on her and she'd be like, "Hot dog," the popcorn. It was almost like it was a PR thing. Like, oh, we got to prove that she eats.
Oh my God, Dave! I picked up that Alan Thicke movie and haven't been able to make it very far in that movie. I only got up to where Jim Carrey is doing a Sammy Davis Jr. song. Yes, he does that. It's a weird movie, and it's not very good. It's not very good at all.
I watched, Mill Creek has their new releases coming out tomorrow. And one of the new Mill Creek releases coming out is Vibes with Jeff Goldblum and Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
I watched it last Thursday.
So unusual.
I watched it last Thursday. I was very excited about that one coming out. I've seen it. I saw it in the theater. I saw that in the theater in 1988. But I was really excited about it because I hadn't seen it in years. I'm like, oh yeah, Vibes is coming out. And I put Vibes on. And, I mean, it's an entertaining enough movie. But I think I wish it was better. Like, it's one of those movies that I want to be better than it actually is because it's an 80s movie and it's got Jeff Goldblum and Cyndi Lauper, and right there I'm like, this is dynamite combo right here. Jeff Goldblum, Cyndi Lauper, I'm totally in. And it's got that great song written for them. Do you remember the song written for Vibes?
No,
There's a hole in my heart that goes all the way to China.
No.
And though you can't see the bottom, believe me, it's a long way down. Yeah, it's a great song. I want that movie to be great, and it's not as good as you want it to be.
Pastor Muppets just put up his code for Jay and Silent Bob reboot. If anybody wants it, it's free. There you go. Take it.
And that's about what it's worth paying for.
I didn't really care for it much either.
Yeah, I did not like that movie at all.
No.
Gina Javis was great in the action movie Long Kiss Goodnight. Oh my God, Long Kiss Goodnight, such a good movie.
That's her and
Sam Jackson. Yeah.
You ever notice a lot of times on the artwork, if you look at the back artwork, I know it's on the DVD. It might be on the VHS. I forget. It's on the DVD at least. When there's that scene of them jumping out of the window, it's obviously two stunt people. They didn't Photoshop out. It was before I guess they digitally removed the their cables. But yet on the Laserdisc, and maybe the VHS, I know on the Laserdisc anyway, it is just taken out. So the actual like screenshot on the back of the Laserdisc is better than the screenshot they used for the back of the DVD because the DVD still kept the cable in.
Huh.
Yeah, if you look at it, do you ever see do you have the DVD?
I do.
Look at the back of it. They're jumping out the back window, and you can see the cables attached to the back of them. They did not take them out like in the picture.
I wonder, on
the Laserdisc they did.
Was Long Kiss Goodnight written by Shane Black?
I don't know.
I can't remember. That Sam Jackson has a line in that movie that I love, and it's at the end when he's on with Larry King, and he says, "Let me tell you, Larry, with women I'm always frank and earnest. In Washington I'm frank, and in Los Angeles I'm earnest." Yes. Yeah.
What?
Well, it was produced by Shane Black. Did he write it? Written by Shane Black. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. I love that movie. Oh, and Hector says, favorite Samuel L. Jackson line. I just told you.
Tired of these monkey fighting steaks on this Monday to Friday plane. That's my favorite.
Oh, well, we're not just doing Long Kiss Goodnight, then oh, have you seen the trailer for Spiral from the Book of Saw?
Mm-mm.
Do you know about Spiral?
So now they're making a Saw like.
It's a Saw sequel that was written by, or it was the idea, the inspiration for this movie. It came from Chris Rock.
Oh, this movie, okay.
Chris Rock had an idea for a Saw movie. He's the star of the movie, and Sam Jackson's in it too. And the trailer just hit last week, and the title of the movie is Spiral from the Book of Saw. So it's an interesting trailer.
Are they going to do like a Saw universe now?
It looks like it's like kind of sort of a reboot, but within the continuity. Like it's not like a reboot like, oh, Saw didn't happen. It's like a. But
I'll see it.
looks.
Although I'm still behind on my Saw movies in general. I haven't even watched Jigsaw yet.
Jigsaw's actually really good.
I know. I need to rewatch it. Here's the thing though. I'm at the point now where I just want to go back and like marathon all of them. But how many more? 8 of them or something like that.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I think Jigsaw was number 8.
I stopped. 8 Saw movies?
I saw Saw 4, and I hated Saw 4, and I never saw Saw 5, Saw 6, or Saw 7. I just was like, well, I'm done after Saw 4. And I think I saw Jigsaw because I had like a free pass to it, and I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should go back and watch Saw 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Well, my favorite Samuel Jackson movies are Formula 51. Is that what it's called, right?
I never saw that one.
Yeah, it's an English movie. Really good. That's what it's called, right, guys? Formula 50. Is that what it's called? Formula 51? Or is it a different number? I know it's a racing term, right? Is it a different number? You guys clue me in. You guys know what movie I'm talking about, right? Formula something. I'm trying to look for it. It's over my F somewhere. But anyway, good movie. Yes, with Meatloaf. Meatloaf is the bad guy in the movie. It's a great film. He's got this great scene where he like beats these guys up with like a golf club, and when he comes walking out of the thing, he does like his like he like kind of like twists in his hand, and in the special features he says like he just got done making the Star Wars. He just got done like his Star Wars Mace Windu training, so he was used to being able to flip the lightsaber, and that's why when he walks out he does like the flip, like he's like I know how to do it and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
I've been saying for years,
Pastor Muppet's just giving out all his.
Oh, actually, you
better hurry up and take it.
I would like to. Can we hide that one?
No, not now.
No, I would like to take that because Christine will want that. Actually.
Well, you better hurry up and snag it before somebody else does.
I'm not that fast.
Well, I guess you're SOL. Sorry, I wish I'd known that. I would have kept it blank so we could have stolen it.
Yeah, Christine wants that movie.
Yesterday was good. Goes to Joe, you bastards.
What?
Man, how many Howling movies are there? I don't even know anymore.
8.
Are there really?
Well, I think so. Maybe
I'm trying to look. I know I have them all. I don't even know anymore. Where are my Howlings? Yeah, they're over there somewhere. I'm just curious if he gets it or not. See if people are nice.
If you had better Wi-Fi, I might.
I have great Wi-Fi. Of course, you're going to ruin my Wi-Fi now.
I don't know. Did someone already get it?
Favorite 80s cartoon? I don't know. Danger Mouse?
Where's the redeem button?
It's up there.
It's taking so...
Hit up there. Where are you looking? Oh, you can redeem it. Like I didn't know you could do it that way.
The question is, did I type it right? Something's not right.
Oh, no.
All right, what was it? That's not a W.
Uh-oh.
Did it work?
Uh-oh.
Something's not right. What?
It probably means it's already taken.
Pastor, are you sure you put that in right? Someone already got it.
Oh, well.
I was going to buy that one anyway.
Anybody else have an extra copy of, digital copy of yesterday for Joe?
Something's not right. Yeah, I keep saying something's not right.
Check to see if you put it in right, Master, and well...
It doesn't say that it's been already redeemed, though.
Usually
It says... Yeah. Usually it'll say, like, oh, it's been redeemed, but it's not saying that. It's saying... I'm just making sure I put it in right.
I think you did.
Yeah, now it says... It says something's not right.
Oh, well. Oh, Pastor Mo says, check your Instagram DM.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, where are we at? Metro says it came up as redeemed already. Thomas says, I have one I'm not going to use. I can send it later on tonight. So there you go. I guess we'll get some tonight.
I know Christine saw that in the movies. One of the few times she went to the movies. And she went nuts for it.
Oh, there it is. Same one? Same number?
I don't know. Is that the number? Let's see. It keeps going up. Did we lose it?
Is it right?
Yeah, that's what I put in. It didn't work, though.
Must have been redeemed. But yeah, if anybody has an extra copy of yesterday and wants to send it to Krazy Joe, he wants to see the movie. Anyway, the Big Half says, is the stream choppy for anybody else? I don't know. It's working fine for us. No issues here. Try refreshing your page if it's not working. Sometimes that fixes things. Anyway, all right, so where we at? We've been talking about an hour. Anybody? Let's do you guys want to do more like a Q&A type thing? You guys have any questions you want to ask? I was thinking about that the other day. We should do like a Q&A live stream. Let's just do it now. Start asking some Qs, and I'll give you some A's. Joe, what's it like to work with Kevin Smith?
He's nice. It says on Movies Anywhere that it's already been redeemed. So.
Wah, wah, wah.
There you go.
Jerks.
That's a shame. Christine would have enjoyed that. Yeah, no, he was very nice. I spent most of the time talking to Scott Mosier, director of The Grinch. But yeah, no, it was man. If I could go back and relive that day, that would be a day to relive.
Wait, director of The Grinch? Which Grinch?
The remake of the recent animated Grinch.
Oh, I was gonna say because I thought Ron Howard did The Grinch. You meant the new.
Yeah,
Grinch.
It was directed by Snowball from Clerks.
Oh, you know that. Marty, my craziest theater experience. Oh man, what constitutes as crazy? I guess the craziest thing was not too long ago. I went and saw a movie with my friend. I can't remember what movie it was. And there was a girl texting, but she had like her brightness all the way up, and it was it was like a ray of light. It was so bright. And she was right in front of us. So my friend took his phone, turned his flashlight on, stands up, reaches over, and flashes it right in her face. He's like, "How do you like it?" And almost started a fight.
Wow.
Even though I thought he was in his rights, and I was like, I completely 100% agree with what you did. I don't kind of feel like getting beat up tonight. So, but luckily, they just kind of, it was a bunch of girls. They just had this attitude, and they just kind of flipped out at us. And even though I thought, there was a fight going to break out between a bunch of girls and my male friend, didn't happen, unfortunately. That was kind of crazy. But other crazy times, I think like once or twice I've gone to see movies and it was just me and the person I went to see a movie with. That was always fun. I remember SLC Punk. I went and saw that in a completely empty theater. It was me and my friend. That was it. I know that happened with another movie too. I don't have any crazy
I remember in
experiences.
1988, I went to see Scrooged, and I was a kid. Like, I was a grade school kid, and I went to see Scrooged, and a beer bottle went whizzing by my head. I remember that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would a beer bottle go?
Someone was drinking in the theater and threw their bottle, and it went right past like an 8-year-old's head.
Wow. Matt wants to know how we met. It was Blopfest.
Can we say? Can we say the? I don't know. I don't know if these are words I could say on your channel. Can I say GLORY hole?
Glory hole.
We can't say that.
I don't care. Yeah, we can't be too PG anymore because I don't want Coppa getting on me. So no.
Yeah.
Gotta maybe go 13 every now and then. No, it was at Blopfest. God, how many years ago was that?
Yep.
A bunch of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was back before I was a guest. I was just doing press for them. Yeah. And I was there filming, and he watched my stuff, and we got talking, and...
Yeah, and I didn't know at the time that you lived locally. Well, no, actually I did at that point. But at first I didn't know you lived locally. I watched your channel, but I didn't realize that we were even semi-local. I thought like... because you see the basement. This could be anywhere, and then you go to Goodwill. It could be anywhere, And then one day you were in the shopping center by my daughter, where my daughter's daycare, and I was like, oh, this guy's in my neighborhood. So,
yeah, pretty much everybody in the crew, with the exception of John Bowles, because I used to work with his brother, and I knew him because he'd come in and help out at where we worked every now and then. We'd have like per diem people come in and he'd help out. So I knew him through that. And then it turns out he was just friends with Rick from a while ago. So I already knew him. Rick knew him, and we started hanging out. But otherwise, everybody else, if I'm not mistaken, is just, I just met through the show. I mean, they're just viewers. I just meet people who watch my videos and we start talking. And sometimes it's literally just, we talk and that's it. And then other times, we talk and we become friends. It's just, I don't know what makes that happen, but it just happens.
I think what got you and I like actually hanging out was I took you to the grave of Edward Van Sloan. Like I knew where the Edward Van Sloan grave was.
We should do that again. I should shoot a better video of that again.
Yeah. Well, I remind me to tell you something off air.
There's other videos I want to go to. I want to go to...
we should go to Jane Mansfield. James Mansfield's grave's not far from here.
She's out... Well, if we do that, we can make a day of it, because on the way out there's Rancher Flea Markets, and then there's Centralia out that way, too.
Oh, I'd love to go to
Because she's in Potts... Right in Pottsville, isn't she? Somewhere around there?
Pottsville... is that by the brewery?
Yes.
I'd love to go to the Yingling Brewery.
They have weird hours. If you want to go, you have to look them up, because they're only open certain times a year on certain days. They're not. It's not like we're open like so and so weekdays, so and so weekends, or every last Sunday. It's like something weird. They have bizarre hours. I drove all the way out there one time on a Saturday to go to the Yingling factory, and they were closed.
I want to say a big thank you to Thomas B. Dominguez. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. He direct messaged me yesterday.
So he's got a code for yesterday.
So my wife now has a copy, or as I should say, my wife. Yeah. But thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. I say thank you to you, sir.
If I had to erase a Disney anime movie from existence, which one would it be? Says Reptile Dude. Does Song of the South count? And I don't say that because of the glorified ness of Southern or of slavery and the stereotypes. I don't say get rid of it because of that. I say get rid of it because Disney refuses to admit it even existed, and I hate that like Zippity Doo Dah is such a big, huge Disney song, which is where that song comes from. Brer Fox, Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear are characters you see in the parks all the time, and Disney still represents them. Splash Mountain is the whole entire freaking attraction is based off of the movie.
Here's what
so
I'm
just
gonna say.
get rid of the movie. I don't want that ever existing anymore because Disney refuses to admit it exists.
Here's what I'm going to say. If Disney's not going to ever make Song of the South available, and let's face it, they're not.
Just a shame.
I think they should go back to what they used to do in the 80s, where they would at least make the cartoon segments with Brer Bear and Brer Fox available in various forms, because the animation is terrific. Yeah. If you want to take it out of the wraparounds, there's nothing...
it just sucks. Like, I mean, I'm not saying no, there's bad things about the movie, of course, but I just hate it's historical.
It should be available for its place in history. Like, if you look at the Looney Tunes DVDs, Whoopi Goldberg comes out and puts them in their historical perspective and says some of these characterizations and some of these things are wrong. The way that they depict certain races and certain ethnicities, it's wrong. But here it is for historical context. And I think if you don't even want to put it out in the Disney label, if you want to put it out as Touchstone or 20th Century Fox or something, and say, not for family, if that's what it takes to get it out there for historical purposes, then do it. But
it would be nice to get a U.S. release. Like, what's that other movie? Gosh, they just did a movie a while ago with the same title. It's a silent movie where like essentially the Ku Klux Klan rides in to save the day. What is the name of that movie?
Is it Birth of a Nation?
Birth of a Nation, yes. Like it's like I mean that movie, it's a pretty horrible movie, but it's like erasing that from history. Like, nobody's ever going to release that. It's never going to be seen again. I mean, that was the first movie to ever be like shown at the White House. It was the first White House viewing of a movie ever. And it's a historical movie. Whether or not it's got a lot of horrible things that happen in it, but it's like you can't just get rid of it because I gotta
correct Trash Boat here. Trash Boat says it's because Looney Tunes were a product of the time. Disney was straight up racist. I actually would say no, that's not true.
Yeah.
There's much more blatant racism in some of those old Looney Tunes than is in Song of the South.
I'd also like to see the original Fantasia get released too, which also has racism in it. Yeah, they're. If you ever notice some of the horse people dancing around, it looks like maybe something's supposed to be behind them, or maybe brushing their hair, or something. Why they just prance around? Nothing going on. Oh, there's another horse in those scenes. Another horse person in those scenes.
Aubrey Lockman just came in. Aubrey Lockman is here, and I want to say, super chat from Dustin.
Yeah, thank you, Dustin. I got a stack of digital codes. Either you want them.
Dustin, I will happily take any digital codes that you don't. Well, I like. Yeah, thank you. If you want to send them, I will accept.
Yeah, you can send the Joe. It's fine.
But I want to say Aubrey was the winner of my bucket contest this year. She won my bucket.
What bucket was it?
It was my 2019 AMC popcorn bucket.
Okay.
I use it. I refill it all year, and then when I get the New Year's bucket, I have a contest to see if people want to win it. And last year, it was Marie, our friend Marie, won. This year, Aubrey won. It went out in today's mail, Aubrey, and I threw some bonus items in there for you. So nothing, terribly exciting. Not
just some nude Polaroids.
Some new Polaroids?
Nude Polaroids.
Of Rick. That's right.
Noah says Tom and Jerry had racist stuff. Well, yeah, all the cartoons back then did. And you're thinking of Mammy Two Shoes. Yes, which they excluded from the DVDs, and fans were so ticked off, and they eventually offered... They never included her in the actual store releases. Like, you couldn't, if you go to the store and you buy a copy of any of those Tom and Jerry Spotlight collections, they're not going to have Mammy Two Shoes in them. But at the time, probably not anymore, I don't know, but at the time you could actually contact Warner Brothers and they would send you a DVD replacement DVDs that contained the original uncut shorts with Mammy Two Shoes in them. And I hate when they do that. Like, I know, yes, it is racist. It is horrible. It's an awful, awful thing. My wife's black. My son's half black. Of course, I am 100% against racism. but it just like to erase history.
That's why you don't appreciate the Keystone Ghostbusters.
Yeah, jeez. It's like to me that's the equivalent of just saying like the Holocaust never happened because it's a horrible thing. You can't just erase this stuff. Like it's like as bad as it is, you can't just say it never happened because it did happen. It's horrible. It's what's that thing like, you gotta learn your history or you're doomed to repeat yourself or whatever. I mean, it just, we gotta put this stuff out there and say it's horrible. Like have Whoopi Goldberg walk out like they do in the Looney Tunes and say, this is horrible stuff, but here it is. Like, I don't know. It's stupid. Gosh darn it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I know you're not a Disney Plus guy, but let me tell you something that I think about Disney Plus.
I'm not against Disney Plus.
Let me tell you though what I think about Disney. Disney Plus has what is it? 5? Is it 5 portals? You've got the Disney portal, you've got the Pixar portal, you've got the Star Wars, the Marvel,
is that what they call them?
Yeah,
Nat Geo
and Nat Geo.
ESPN. Or is that not a thing?
No, that's a separate streaming. You got to get the ESPN streaming for that. Which why would I want that? It's sports, but
still, it's just be included. It's Disney.
They got the 5 portals. Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Nat Geo.
Soon to be 20th century.
I think they should add a 6th one, and I think the 6th portal should be Planet of the Apes, because there's 9 Planet of the Apes movies, a Planet of the Apes TV series, and a Planet of the Apes animated series. None of which are on Disney Plus, but why not create a Planet of the Apes portal?
Because it's all Fox now.
Yeah, but Fox stuff's on Disney Plus.
Do they have a Fox portal?
No, they don't.
Then where's that stuff?
Just random. No.
It's stupid.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go into those portals. Like, it's like that's just kind of a way of bunching things together. I'm like,
well, they should bunch all the Fox stuff together too. Yeah. I'm sorry, what do they call it now? 20th century or whatever.
20th Century Studios.
Yeah, which again, I am for now. Ever since people told me about that they don't own all of Fox now, I completely...
Yeah, because the stuff like Fox News,
yeah.
the Fox Network, all those things, they're under a banner called New Fox. So it's like New Fox and Fox were 2 separate companies.
I'm on Disney's side. I would want to separate myself too.
They should have changed it to another animal though, like 20th Century Wolf or something like that, or 20th Century Honey Badger. Right.
So no, I'm 100% on board with Disney. Changing the name, I don't blame them for wanting to, and I like the idea of changing it to like what are they gonna Searchlight Pictures or just 20th Century Pictures,
20th Century Studios.
Because then it's like you're kind of keeping the same name, but you're just dropping the Fox. I mean that's fine. I don't blame them. If I was Disney, I would want to separate myself from the Fox we don't own.
They should just combine like 2 of their labels. That because they don't use Touchstone anymore. They should be like 20th Century Touchstone.
They don't use Touchstone anymore?
They haven't used. Oh man, I can't. Yeah. They were using Touchstone, I think, for DreamWorks movies, like because they were distributing DreamWorks. But it's like, they don't use Touchstone anymore.
So what does Disney release? Does Disney not release like more adult related?
No, they don't have to. They don't have to. Like if you look at what they're putting out, if you look at their film slate every year, they've got so much that they're putting out from Disney, from Pixar, from Marvel, from Star Wars, that it's like there's only so many release dates in the year.
So they haven't really put out any like...
Not really, no.
I don't really pay attention to who puts out what anymore. Like, I buy a movie, I don't mind like, oh, was this Universal? Was this Disney? Was this, I don't really pay attention to that.
Marty says the last film to carry the Touchstone banner was a DreamWorks movie in 2016. Aubrey said she didn't realize there was a Planet of the Apes TV series. Yeah, it was from 1974. 1974.
Do I have it? I think I have it. Pretty sure I do.
It's a pretty good show.
I'll go for Friday 13th when I look for Planet of the Apes.
It's kind of a takeoff on The Fugitive. It's really? A bunch of two astronauts land on the Planet of the Apes, and they're being pursued by the apes, and they're on the run, from town to town, trying to keep from getting captured by the gorillas. And they've got like one ape who's on their side, and of course it's Roddy McDowall, because you can't do Planet of the Apes anything without having Roddy McDowall there.
You're doing it.
Yeah. there
Planet of
it
the
is.
Apes, the complete TV series.
Hey, here-
I've never watched this.
Oh, here's what's interesting. In the 70s and 80s, this show only ran for one season. So there's what, like 14 episodes? I think there's only 14 episodes of this. Yeah, 14 episodes. So they made 14 episodes of the Planet of the Apes TV series. In the 70s and 80s, all the independent stations would take 2 episodes of the show and bill it as a movie. And they had titles like Life, Liberty, and Pursuit on the Planet of the Apes. You know, like they had these ridiculous titles, the Planet of the Apes TV movies. And the Planet of the Apes TV movies were just 2 episodes of the series strung together. They did the same thing with The Amazing Spider-Man in the 70s and 80s. Do you remember The Amazing Spider-Man TV show with Nicholas Hammond? They were putting episodes together and like putting them out as movies, like that they would distribute to local stations, like Spider-Man and the Chinese Web. That was one of the movies.
Martin says big set for 14 episodes. Well, back in the day, this is an old school release. This is how discs used to be in these in these awesome cases.
That has since been re-released in a smaller case.
I liked these cases. I liked these cases, and I liked when they used to put them in like a sleeve in their own individual thin cases. Those are great. Nowadays, you'd get them in like a sleeve or something, and it'd be garbage, and your disc, your disc would be destroyed when you got them, because studios just don't care anymore.
Yep. Okay, this is going to be good. Gary says, Italian joke time. How did they advertise surplus World War II Italian rifles for sale? Never fired and only dropped once.
All right.
Marty says, what about the Planet of the Apes cartoon? Yes. It was called, was it called? No, not Escape from the Planet of the Apes. It was, Return to the Planet of the Apes was the cartoon.
Hey!
He's never watched it because it's
Still
factory
brand new,
sealed.
factory sealed. Never watched it.
Put it on Disney Plus, man. Put it in the 6th Planet of the
Yeah,
Apes portal.
20th Century Fox.
Cause I'm a 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to read, but I got Disney Plus.
Does anybody know who sings that song? Sav likes that Mickey Mouse plush, and I got Minnie Mouse.
Jesse says, did I hear the Mighty Ducks TV series has Emilio Estevez returning? I've heard that. I really want Emilio Estevez to start doing conventions. Did you know about my Planet of the Apes?
Ryan got it. Bad Religion.
Do you know about my Breakfast Club poster?
No.
I have a Breakfast Club poster that's signed by Anthony Michael Hall and Ali Sheedy. And I really want Emilio, Judd Nelson, and Molly Ringwald to sign it.
You know what's impressive? I'm sure you've seen the poster Adam the Woo has, right? The Back to the Future poster?
Yeah.
Where he gets everybody from like all three, anybody who's involved like at all in any of the 3 movies to sign the. It's awesome.
He never got it signed by Ronald Reagan, though. No. You know, Ronald Reagan was asked to play the Mayor of Hill Valley in Part 3.
Was he really?
He turned him down.
But yeah, it's an awesome poster.
Movie Edge, yes, they do. Star Wars: The Clone Wars is completely owned by Disney Plus because it was distributed maybe by Warner Brothers, but it was owned and made by Lucasfilm. So yes. I've just turned into Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, Corey, I do have Tailspin, Duck, Green Duck, DuckTales, and Chippendale. Got them all.
Do you have the Chippendales, though?
No, I don't have the Chippendales. I just have Chippendale Rescue Rangers. And Kick-Ass Gamer, yes, I do on the Burbs. But on DVD, I might have it on Blu-ray. Was that released on Blu-ray?
The Burbs?
Yeah.
It was recently. That's a recent release.
Oh, maybe
though,
not
so
then.
You might not have it.
Maybe I have it on DVD. I know I have it.
It was put by Shout Factory Select. Yeah.
Then no, I have it on DVD.
Connor asked if I'm going to see Sonic the Hedgehog this weekend. Yeah, I got into that a little earlier. I have no intention to see Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right, give me your pass and I'll go see it.
You'd need my ID.
All right, give me your ID. Give me your pass and ID. I'll go see it. Dustin, I have not seen Tammy the T-Rex.
That sounds entertaining.
It does. I want to see it. And Jesse, I agree. Repo Man. Well, I don't know if I say Repo Man. Oh, wait. Oh, he just says Repo Man is a great 80s Emilio Estevez movie. Yes, I agree. Repo Man's great.
Gary says, last joke for the night to make up for No Crazy After Dark. How do you shut up an Italian? Tie their hands behind their back.
What's all the Italian jokes? Jeez.
Hey, I like Italian jokes.
Are you Italian?
Yeah.
Okay, then fine, we're good. Just don't make any German jokes. Cad says he wishes they released something but Trouble on Blu-ray. Yeah, that'd be cool. Not Frank Castle, interesting name, says, is 4K really better than Blu-ray? I mean, yes, but in my opinion, the jump isn't good enough that it really matters. For me, I buy stuff on 4K if I can get it for a good price. I mean, yeah, sure, if I can get a 4K for cheap, I will, of course, buy something on 4K. I might even upgrade something to 4K if I can get it for really, really cheap. But when it comes down to it, I'm going to pick something up on Blu-ray long before I try to hunt down a good 4K copy. I think Blu-ray, in my opinion, Blu-ray's top shelf. I think Blu-ray is where you need to be. It's perfect. It's great. Picture quality is fantastic. Everything about Blu-ray, in my opinion, is spot on. 4K is just kind of it's a bit of an icing on the cake. If you want to go a little bit above and beyond, you want to spend that extra money, sure, go 4K, but I think Blu-ray, nail on the head, perfect.
Hashtag VHS snob.
I got a ton of VHS.
There is a VHS I'm looking for, actively looking for. You know about this. I should tell them, though. I'm actively...
You want to get those other, gosh, who is it that you bought the other day? The one you just showed me yesterday.
Oh, Debbie Gibson.
You want to get the other Debbie Gibson ones I have, right?
Oh my God, you should have seen Christine when she came in the house the other day. She was at Jackie's gymnastics meet all day, and she comes in, and there's this Debbie Gibson VHS tape sitting on the piano, and she goes, I was at my mom's house, cleaning out my mom's house. That's where I found that tape. But no, what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for the movie. It's a movie I've never seen. I've never seen this movie. I'm looking for The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Oh yeah, I have it.
On VHS.
Why do you want a VHS?
Well, because it's out of print on DVD.
Okay.
So I mean, if you find it on DVD, great. But it's out of print on DVD.
Well, it's out of print on VHS too.
Well, I know, but you're more likely to find a VHS for 50 cents than you are to find a. If someone has it on DVD, they're probably going to charge more for it.
I guess I come across it every so often. I just know it's out of print. If I find it, I'll pick it up.
Well, I want to see it because a friend of mine was telling me all about it. Yeah, I never was a fan of Andrew Dice Clay's stand-up comedy. I didn't think he was funny. And my friend was like, well, you got to understand. It's not his stand-up. It's him playing a part. It's a scripted role. He's an actor in it. So just because you don't like his stand-up doesn't mean you wouldn't like the movie. So ever since then, I've been like, fair enough. And now I kind of want to see the movie. So I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah, I have it on DVD. I was going to say, so Christine was excited about the Debbie Gibson?
Yeah. Well, she... I don't know. She says she was not excited by it because I said, you got excited. She says she did not get excited. But I'm telling you, I did see a spark in her eyes.
You know who got to see Debbie Gibson live in Walt Disney World?
I'd like to think that you were walking through World Showcase and didn't know she was going to be there. And as you were passing the stage, you turned and there she was out of the blue. And then you had to pinch yourself because you weren't sure if it was only in your dreams. As real as it may seem.
I see where you're going. Honestly, I didn't know she was there, but at least I caught the sign before she was going on. So I got to be like, oh, Debbie Gibson's going to be on. Well, I got to come back and see this tonight. It was awesome. She was great.
Corey says, Joe, I own that movie on both VHS and DVD. Which would you like me to send? Corey, that's really kind of, here's the thing though. I mean, if you're giving it up, I would say the DVD, but I don't want to take your only copy if it's something you like, I was going to be happy to settle for a VHS just to watch the movie. It's not streaming anywhere either. Apparently, I guess because of his controversial nature, that's one Disney's trying to sweep under the rug since they own it now. I don't know.
I'm laughing at Zero Essentials joke. How many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? One, they are efficient and don't have humor. That's a good one. And Sav, is there a U.S. version of Danger Mouse? Yeah, the whole entire series. Well, they brought him back, right? You're talking about the original series? The whole entire original series was released to DVD.
Did I answer that question? I didn't even realize I answered it.
What?
Someone asked favorite Nicktoon, and I was going to say Danger Mouse, but I don't think I said it.
Danger Mouse isn't a Nicktoon.
Yeah, it is.
Danger Mouse isn't a Nicktoon.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Nicktoons is Rugrats, Doug's, Our Real Monsters.
So was Danger Mouse.
Danger
Mouse was the first Nicktoon.
Danger Mouse is not a Nicktoon. Nicktoon is a brand of Nickelodeon of the specific cartoons.
Well, it aired on Nickelodeon.
It's on it, but that doesn't make it a Nicktoon.
It's my Nicktoon.
But it's not a Nicktoon.
I don't know. That's
like saying Inspector Gadget's a Nicktoon.
Then what is a Nicktoon then?
A Nicktoon is Rugrats. A Nicktoon is Doug. A Nicktoon is Our Real Monsters. A Nicktoon is Cat Dog. A Nicktoon is Invader Zim. A Nicktoon is where else we got? There's a whole bunch more of them I should look around.
Well, of all the ones
Jimmy Neutron.
Well, of all the ones you've named, the only one I've seen is Invader Zim.
Okay. It's the actual Nicktoon brand of SpongeBob is a Nicktoon. You seen SpongeBob? Wild Thornberries.
I've seen
Hey
SpongeBob.
Arnold, Angry Beaver. Thank you. Those are Nicktoons.
Duckula.
Duckula is not a Nicktoon.
I vote Duckula.
Count Duckula is not a Nicktoon. It's a great show, but it's not Nicktoon.
Okay, I don't know if this
What?
joke's offensive or not, but I like it. We gotta share this.
Oh Jesus! I'm gonna say that's racist.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I say it out loud?
No, you can. I don't
Jesse, I love your joke. I love the joke, Jesse. It's funny. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Jesse told a great joke.
Marty was Back at the Barnyard part of the Nicktoon series. I mean, I know it was Nickelodeon cartoon. But yeah, was that part? I have them. I wasn't really watching Nickelodeon at the time. Corey says I will send the movies in a mystery box. I sent
Corey,
that's cool.
I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate it.
Just Corey, be sure to mark put it in a special envelope or something, or to put a note on it that says this is for.
Yeah, but you know what movie it is. If you open it up, you're gonna go, no, this is the one he sent me.
Well, I don't want to forget.
Okay, all right.
I have no memory anymore. I don't want to forget.
You'll put it in the store.
Yeah, I don't want to forget.
Okay.
And B, if you put it in a package or something, then I'll just give it to him and he can do an unboxing of it.
Okay.
So if you put it in an envelope or something, I'll give it to him and then he can unbox it one of his videos. That makes sense. Marty, yes, I know it was a spin-off of the movie. I just didn't know if they actually considered it a Nicktoon or if it was just a Nickelodeon cartoon. Because again, Nicktoons are a brand of certain Nickelodeon cartoons.
Ben says what I think of Birds of Prey. I thought it was great. I thought it was really entertaining. It was like Deadpool with just a dash of Tarantino, which is what an actual critic called it, and they've been promoting it. But that's accurate. It's actually accurate. Do you remember?
Kick-Ass says, do you want me to send you a copy of my OOP Return of the Living Dead MGM DVD? Sure.
Do you remember there was a comic book called Barry Ween, Boy Genius? Are you familiar with this?
No.
Judd Winnick, who was on The Real World. Do you have The Real World seasons somewhere in your collection?
One or two of them.
The Real World, I guess it was Real World Season 2, Real World Season 3, something. Judd Winnick was a cast member on The Real World, went on to become a comic book writer and artist, created a comic book called Barry Ween, Boy Genius, and it was a very funny comic book. And then the movie, and then it became a TV series, but the movie Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius came out. And I saw the preview for the Jimmy Neutron movie, and I thought, oh my God, they've totally ripped off Judd Winnick. This is Barry Ween. And I met him at a convention and asked him, what did you think about Jimmy Neutron? Were you, upset? Did you feel ripped off? And he said, I had mixed feelings. He goes, on one hand, I felt ripped off. But on the other hand, I wanted it to succeed. Because I was trying to sell Barry Ween, and I thought if Jimmy Neutron came out and failed, they would say, no, boy geniuses don't sell. So he's like, he put me in a bind.
Deadpool fan, he asked if I need a digital copy of Dr. Sleep. Yes, if you want to message me that over on Instagram, not only will I take it, I will watch it tonight. I really want to see that movie. I will watch Dr. Sleep tonight. If you send that, what?
I was just trying to do something weird. All right, we're not going to read this out loud, but
right.
I want to read it.
Enough
anyway.
with the jokes about
we're not
ethnicities, okay?
Gary, we're not reading this out loud, but I do want to read it. What?
I don't know.
I didn't get it. Did it disappear?
Did he get rid of it? Good. Okay. Well,
Gary, message me that. I didn't see it.
We're done with those jokes anyway.
I wanted to read it, man. Gary, you retracted it. I didn't get to read it.
Good.
Good. Why isn't it good? I want to.
Just did I watch The Simpsons when it came out? Of course. I grew up on The Simpsons. I feel like you're like moving closer and closer. You're like pushing me off the side. I'm like,
Welcome to the Krazy Joe show. Gary says, "What's my Twitter?" At Megapodtastic. Sav says, "Look into each other's eyes."
oh,
That was slightly creepy. Thought he was going to kiss me.
who's your favorite character on Night Court?
My
Says
favorite,
Jesse.
Oh, probably Dan Fielding. Dan Fielding was pretty good. Paula Kelly from Night Court just passed away yesterday.
Oh. Kick-Ass says, I really want to get my hands on this Saturday 14th DVD. They actually have a Blu-ray of that, too. I have the Blu-ray.
Don't you think Harry Anderson from Night Court would have made a great live-action George Jetson?
Harry Anderson?
He was the judge.
Oh. I could see that. Yeah.
He would have made a great George Jetson.
God, what else was he? He did other stuff, too. What else was he in?
He was in the remake of The Absent-Minded Professor that Disney did for the Disney Sunday movie on ABC back in the 80s.
What else was he besides that?
Dave's World.
Yes, that day. Okay, yeah.
Or as you call it, My World.
My World, yeah, My World. Favorite Deke cartoon that's not Inspector Gadget? Jeez. What else was
I don't
Deke?
know.
What else did Deke do?
I gotta say, I didn't look at a lot of Dekes. I didn't. What? What? I'm just saying, you know, all the cartoons Saturday morning. I wasn't there. Checking out the. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Real Ghostbusters. That's my answer. Real Ghostbusters.
Oh man. Dave, do you have the Adult Swim DVD with the MC Chris pilot on it? Which which Adult Swim DVD has the MC Chris pilot on it? I've actually never seen the pilot. I know he had a show. When he was at Too Many Games, he came out saying he's like, oh yeah, this is my song that who was it? Which car commercial used him?
Toyota.
Was it Toyota? Yeah, he's like, oh whatever. He had a MC Chris he's a song called Hoodie Ninja, and so I can't remember who it was, but some car commercial used that song for the car commercial. He's like, yeah, this is my song that was kind of a hit. So and so used it in their car commercial. I made a bunch of money off it. Took all that money and made a cartoon that didn't get picked up. So he basically blew all his money on this cartoon that he made off that commercial, and then Cartoon Network just never picked it up. Hyundai, he said it was Hyundai.
I love.
Ben, I've never actually seen the Spice Girls live in person. I've seen them live through like a telecast. I wish I've seen them live in person. The answer is no. I never been to the concert.
Back to the video game says Battlestar Galactica or Buck Rogers. I guess I'm obligated to say Buck Rogers.
Because you met him?
Since he's been on my channel. Don't ask if you meet Gil Gerard. Don't ask him to play a game of cornhole. He's not into that. You saw when he did the lunchbox, right? Mm-hmm. He went on a big rant about cornhole.
Zero says I'm seeing S Club in May. What, S Club 7? They back?
Aaron says, when are we going to connect with Heath of Serial at Midnight? I guess when we're in Alabama or he's in Philadelphia. If he's not in Philadelphia and we're not in Alabama, I don't see us connecting in person.
Jesse, do I like the 80s cartoon Mask? I will be completely honest. Oh, well, first of all, I do. I love it. It's a great animated series. But as a kid, I never watched it. I didn't know when it was on. It wasn't one of those shows I ever caught as a kid. But the ironic thing is, my all-time favorite nostalgic childhood toy that I want to get my hands on again so bad is one of the cars from Mask. I didn't even know it was from that series. As a kid, I had this car, didn't know what it was from, but I loved it. It was it's a blue like Cadillac type car. It's blue. It's got flames on it. The top opens up and a catapult thing comes out of the front. The back has a blade that comes out. You turn the top and it goes from a 2-wheel to a 6-wheel. thing. I remember for some reason the headlights pop out of the front. If anybody out there ever comes across that vehicle for cheap, please, for the love of God, let me know. It is the one. No, that's a lie. There's 2 childhood toys I want. I want that one so badly. I want to get that back. And there's also a Pound Puppy I want. And I can't remember who it is. I always called him. I mentioned this in my videos before. I called him Couple Spots because he had a couple of spots. That was what I called him when I was a kid. He's gray. He's gray and has a few brown spots on him. I want to get that. I don't think it was cooler. But I want to get that Pound Puppy back in my life as well. There's the 2 toys I want to get back into my life and put them, I don't know, I'll hang them up down here somewhere.
I will tell you this. Mass Crusaders are working overtime fighting crime. Fighting crime.
I can't believe that whole series has been released DVD. Remember you told me that. Remember I said, oh, they never, like, it's a bootleg. And you're like, no, they actually, it was released. I want to get that. I want to get the whole series of Mass. I need to buy that.
I like that show. Trekker's gonna lead the mission.
It's a good show, yeah. I started watching it once I got older. And I knew what it was. Because I think what it was for me is, like, I had no idea what Mask was. Because, again, I didn't watch as a kid. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, there was a show. Like, that's where that car was from. And then, of course, I started watching the show then.
Corey has the car.
You have the car, Corey? Oh, my gosh.
He says he's honored to give it to you for providing awesome content.
Are you serious? Like, that...
Corey, you are too generous, my
Yeah,
friend.
Corey, are you... If you're not joking, man, that's awesome. Like I... I'm sure. Remember when schools used to do show and tell? Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember when schools actually used to have show and tell. I don't think they do that anymore. I used to bring that car in every stinking week. Every week, show and tell. Everybody else would bring in something different. I'd bring in that damn car every single week. I was obsessed with that thing. It was the coolest, in my opinion, it was the coolest toy in the world. I used to just play with it constantly. So mad I don't still have that. But yeah, Corey, if you're serious, man, I mean... It'll go on display somewhere down here in the library. I will put that up on top of a shelf somewhere and praise every time I walk past it. I loved that thing. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Brandon says the car's called the Hurricane. Awesome, I didn't know that.
Russ says, do we remember Rock Lords? I do, and know, I really wish the movie GoBots Battle of the Rock Lords, I wish that was available in some form. It's not on DVD, it's not anywhere.
I wish I wasn't an idiot and got rid of my VHS collection a long time ago. Because back when I first started collecting movies, I had VHS and DVDs in my collection. Because I started buying DVDs. I had a few VHS left over from, like, because before I started collecting, I think I had Spice World VHS. I had like an Alice in Chains VHS. I had a couple VHS in my collection, but mostly DVDs. But then I started to go, oh, there's all these cartoons and stuff out there that I don't have. I'm going to pick them up on VHS because this is when you could still go into a store and actually still buy brand new VHS, or you could go into a pawn shop and they'd still have tons of VHS tapes. So I used to buy them, and there were a lot of stuff I had, like the GoBots Battle of the Rock Lords. I had that on VHS, but I got rid of all of them at one point because there was this time period when every studio was putting out cartoon series. Disney was releasing, all their Disney afternoon stuff, and Warner Brothers and all these companies were putting, the Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters were coming. Like, all that stuff was getting season DVD releases. And I'm like, this is great. This is awesome. I don't need these VHS anymore. And at this point, I was still able to take VHS tapes to my local pawn shop and trade them in for money because VHS were still... Mm-hmm. I mean, they weren't necessarily... They were still kind of relevant at the time period. I mean, they weren't like... They were on their way out, but I guess they were still making money for pawn shops, so they would still take them in. So I took all these cartoon VHS tapes I had and traded them in, thinking, I don't need these anymore because in a year from now, these series will be out on DVD. Not all those series ever got released, and some of the movies like GoBots never got put out on DVD. So unfortunately, I got rid of that stuff, and I regret doing that. It was a stupid, foolish early collector mistake.
Yeah.
I do remember the '80s Robotech cartoon. I have some of it on DVD in my collection.
Movie Edge says if we want to hear about toys, watch Laura Legend. Yes, someone else recommended Laura Legend. I started watching her. She's pretty good. I think it was Brandon who recommended her. She does a pretty good channel for toys.
Oh, let's check them out.
I'll tell you, if you're interested in toys, do not watch Retro Blasting because they are a-holes. But anyway.
I think Pixel Dan does a good job of toys.
Pixel Dan's good.
Yeah.
Pixel Dan's good. They just changed their name, but our friends were... Action Figure Junkies. Bob Trait's channel was Action Figure Junkies. He just changed his name. He's like Retro Toy I don't know. He changed his name. But
Movie Edge. I disagree. He says VHS suck. No, you're wrong.
hashtag VHS snub.
Yeah.
What's wrong with retro blasting? I've never heard of them. Gary, I got a real nasty email from the guy who runs retro blasting not long ago. He did a video on how the new Star Wars movies completely suck. But at the end of the video, he said something about you should try to be friends with people who have different tastes than you.
I think you told me this story.
And I sent him an email and said, like I was inviting him on my channel to do a guest shot. And I told him why. I said, but I disagree with you on the stuff. But I wasn't like nasty or anything. And I agree with him. You should be friends with people who have different tastes than you. You got different tastes in someone, that's fine. But he doesn't practice what he preaches. He says be friends with people who have different tastes than you. But then when I said I liked the new Star Wars movie, he treated me like I was like subhuman. Like he sent me like just the nastiest response. And I was like, so you're not going to follow your own advice about being friends with people who have different tastes than you? Like you're very disingenuous.
I've never watched Retro Blasters or talked to them, so I'm indifferent. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
don't know who they are.
I was a fan. I've even met them. Like I even met them at Dragon Con. I've kind of like but yeah, my opinion on them has completely changed after that email I got.
I don't know. Mike says, "How's the vibe in the library with the bike in it now?" It's awesome.
Jesse says,
"I've spiced up my library."
Jesse says, "Do you own the '80s My Pet Monster cartoon on DVD?"
Yes.
But I'm going to take it up a step. Do you own the weird live action My Pet Monster?
Yes, I think I do on the VHS, right?
Yeah, that thing was crazy.
I'm pretty sure I have that. I think I could swear I have that. I didn't check, but I could swear I have that. What was that called? Was it just called My Pet Monster?
It was called My Pet Monster. I think it was like before the cartoon.
I swear I have that.
But it was weird. It was like the kid kept turning into the monster.
Yeah, I could. Maybe I do. I'll have to double check. I know what you're talking about, so because of that, I want to see. I know. Yes. The Monster Squad VHS is worth a lot of money, Ross. I didn't know that. You need the figure. Oh well, Corey said. Oh, do I need the figure that goes to Hurricane? I mean, if you have them, sure. Of course, I would love that. I mean, if not, I'm not going to, whatever. As a kid, I did not have the figure. But if you happen to have the figure and want to pop it inside the car, I'm not going to say no to a complete Hurricane.
Marty McFly, a little while back, asked what our favorite version of Ninja Turtles is. We didn't get to it because we were talking about something else. I'm going to say the live-action movies, the first three live-action movies, especially the first movie.
What about, let's just go with, okay, we're talking about cartoons and movies?
Well, he said favorite version, so I figure he means like just of all of them.
What about cartoon? What if you did just go cartoon?
If we just go cartoons, I'm going to go with the second cartoon.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, the first original 80s has, it's very nostalgic, it's great, I love it, I grew up watching that. But for content of great story, I would say the second series it has a really good storyline.
It also does a better balance of like, getting a little more serious like the original comics, but not too. Yeah, I think they did. Media Freak says the 2003 Turtles. Yeah, that was I think the best.
Probably my favorite. Trashbo says it's called The Adult Swim in a Box. It has the first season of a few shows and bonus discs of pilots of unproduced shows. I don't have that now. I wish I did. Sounds awesome.
Ooh, I'll tell you, I ate a hoagie for dinner, and my fingers smell like hoagie now. It's crazy. Mike says, "How do you feel about changes coming to Epcot?"
Mike, I'm actually excited. I was kind of iffy about all the changes when they first announced all the changes to Epcot. I was kind of iffy, but I see what they're going for now, and I like it. Because Epcot used to be all about like new technology and conservation and things like that, and I understand why they're kind of going away from that now. It's too hard to keep up with. Technology is changing so fast that once you have and they had to get sponsors too, so you get some new sponsor to open up this new attraction or this new thing in Inventions or something like that in Epcot. within a week it's already out of date and it's old news. So it's really hard to keep up with. Again, they have to get sponsors for all this stuff because they can't keep updating things without sponsors. So I understand why they're going away from it, but they're still kind of keeping a. I feel like they're not. I don't know how to describe it. The direction they're moving, it's still kind of Epcot-ish. It's not like they're completely just abandoning Epcot altogether, and I kind of like where they're going with it. So I'm actually excited for the new changes at Epcot. Plus, Epcot was in need of a change. It was just I like how Joe's just like tuned out. He's like, ugh,
Sorry,
Disney.
I got a message from my wife. My wife.
You're who? Yeah. But no, I'm excited for the changes. Epcot needed changes. Epcot was so out of date. It was becoming kind of a rundown park. Definitely, I'm excited. I wish there's some things I wish they would, other things I wish they'd bring to it, but otherwise it looks awesome. I'm pumped. Mike says as long as Spaceship Earth stays, it stays in some form. Yeah, they're bringing some changes apparently to Spaceship Earth. I don't know what yet, but yeah, there's some changes. What are they taking away from Epcot? I mean, a bunch of stuff.
Well, you know when they say the best time to see Epcot is 1983.
Maelstrom Maelstrom wasn't there in 83, was it? No.
Tomorrow's child.
Tomorrow's child.
Shining a brand new day.
I love that I have CDs with those songs still on it. So we've seen Kitchen Cabaret and
Veggie, veggie, fruit.
Veggie, fruit, veggie. Anyway,
the future world is born today. Sorry.
Listen to the land, we all know.
You know what my all-time favorite Epcot ride is? The one that if I had super magical wizard powers, I would just bring back right now.
Maelstrom?
Horizons.
Horizons is good. Maelstrom for me, man. Maelstrom was such a perfect, fantastic ride. And don't get me wrong, I like the new Frozen Ever After. It's a good attraction, but
it's not.
Don't replace such a great. It's like they replaced an amazing attraction with another amazing attraction. But like you can't do that. If you want to replace a bad attraction with an amazing attraction, fine.
Okay,
replace Buzz Lightyear's. I hate that freaking ride.
But at least the Frozen ride is kind of like the Maelstrom. It's like an overlay, right? Like but
it's the
but
same,
I mean Horizons is just gone.
Well, yeah. Well, Horizons had to. I believe it was the land it was built on wasn't stable. That's what I heard, and it was starting to. Like, they had to tear it down.
Did you ever read about the kids that broke in and, like, documented the whole ride? But,
no.
Oh, look up... I gotta look it up. There, I have it saved. There is a... You all should check this out. If you have any interest in Disney history, Disney theme park history, this is one to check out. It is... Oh, Mesa Verde Times.
Mike says it was a sinkhole.
Google Mesa Verde Times. These guys... They totally documented the ride. They figured out how to sneak in.
Can you
can
you send that to me? Text me or whatever? Yeah.
Absolutely.
What time is it? Says Brian. He says it's 3:35 a.m. there, I guess he means. It is 9:37 here, so 9:35. What's coming out tomorrow? I need to know, says Joseph. I don't know. That's Rick's thing. I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
He just goes to Goodwill.
Nathan says, I'm new here. What is this about? It's a live stream. We just, every Monday, I go live usually for 2 hours. I start at 8 p.m. and just ask questions, talk. We discuss whatever.
Where are we
located?
located?
It's just open forum to talk.
Where are we located? We're located at, what's your address? No, we're in the Philadelphia area. Yeah. We're in the Philadelphia region.
Yes, or as I like to say in my videos, was it NYODB, USA?
We're in.
I love when people ask me what does that mean, and I get to respond with none of your damn business. I just feel like they're probably like, this guy's a jerk.
We're in beautiful downtown Burbank, Pennsylvania.
I wish we were in Burbank. That'd be great.
Sam says, finally started my podcast. Well, all right.
Sam says, my Spice. Should I do that? Should I do a weekly Spice Girl live stream? No, I like Spice Girls, but not that much. I could do a weekly Disney live stream. That's a thought. But
One day of the week, because you do five videos a week. One day a week.
I do 7 videos a week.
Oh, 7. Yeah, that's right. 7. You should do.
Forgot how many days of the week there are.
One day of the week should be Spice Girl Spotlight, where you just spotlight one piece of Spice Girl memorabilia.
No, I'll see what do that.
Spice Girl Spotlight.
Nathan's in North Carolina. Nice. I'll be driving through there in like 2 weeks. Man, I'm looking forward to that trip. I can't wait to get back down to Disney.
Chris Moore says best movie of 2019, Shazam.
Is that 2019?
Yeah. Shazam.
I don't even know. I haven't seen. Here's the thing. I haven't seen all the 2019 movies, so I don't know.
OC says the Spice Girls are really handsome. They are handsome women. They're handsome women.
Oh, Jesse, that sore subject. Jesse says, "Have you ever been to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania for Groundhog Day?"
We were going to.
You're supposed to, and Joe ruined that.
Well, don't blame me. Blame the calendar Nazi.
Don't blame me either. Oh, wow. Hopefully Christine's not watching.
Nah, she'll laugh. It's funny. Yeah.
And just like that, ladies,
I didn't say who the calendar Nazi was. You did. So
I think she knows she's watching.
Yeah, but they didn't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph, now single.
It's my fault. I didn't put it on the calendar. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Wow.
Don't blame Christine.
So next year we're gonna do? You gonna put it on the calendar for next year? Can we go?
Yeah, we'll put it on the calendar for next year.
All
but
right.
Next year it's gonna be like on a Tuesday.
Oh, well, it's not a problem.
Because it's on a leap year. So
I'll have Sean, the in-laws watch Sean that day or something, and then I can go. It was convenient this year. What was it on? It was on a
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, it would have been convenient. Oh well. Marty says I have a new good T-shirt idea. What, like the Nazi calendar or calendar Nazi? Is that what you're talking about?
Also, it says Joe didn't want to get stuck in a time loop like Bill Murray. Exactly.
Well, I know Groundhog Day was not shot in Punxsutawney. It was shot in Canada, wasn't it? Or was it? No?
No, it wasn't shot in Canada.
Oh.
I think it was shot in Illinois. I think it was a town in Illinois. Dublin for Punxsutawney.
Okay. Yeah, I know it wasn't shot there, but I want to go there and just do the whole getting up early with the Groundhog thing.
From what I heard, you might hate it. You might hate the Groundhog ceremony.
Why?
Because apparently it brings out a lot of drunks.
Oh, I just want to just document it, just for the heck of it, just to do it. Zero Essential, Cobble Fingers reunion. I wish, man. My bassist actually a couple years ago was like, we should get back together and just jam. I guess, but I don't have. All I have is my guitar. I don't have an amp. I don't even have an amp for my guitar. In fact, my guitar is probably so old. I need to just get a new one. I'd have to get all new equipment to do a reunion tour. That'd be awesome. If anybody out there lives in the Pennsylvania area and you have drums, guitar, bass, PA system, all the amps, and you want us to get together to do a really quick little reunion, let us know. If we can borrow your equipment and set up somewhere, you can give us a place to set up, bring us the equipment. I will talk to my brother who was the drummer, and I will talk to my bassist. I still talk to him. We'll see about doing that, but otherwise it's not going to happen because I'm not buying all new equipment.
And if you guys are interested, I could get a reunion going of Dave Perillo, from Lunchbox Bunch, and my friend Brendan, who is the program director at the Colonial Theater. Brendan from the Colonial Theater, my friend Dave and I, we were a band years ago.
How do you know that?
Called Daddy Drank Breakfast.
Yeah.
So if you would like a Daddy Drank Breakfast.
All right, Daddy Drank Breakfast / Cofflefinger. I can't say my own band's name. Cofflefingers reunion. One day show. You supply the venue and the instruments and the PA and all that stuff. We're down.
Daddy Drank Breakfast. We had a friend who was in a band.
Oh, Mike Wolf! If I get the scar to open, that'd be awesome.
We had a friend who was in a band, and he had a terrible song called F.U.F. Dracula. And it was terrible. The song was awful. F.U.F. Dracula. One of the worst songs you'd ever heard. But he asked us to open for him, and we thought it would be funny if we did all the songs he was going to do slightly different before he came up, so it would look like he copied us.
I was always mad that I never got to play. We never got to open or anything like that for. There was a band called Warm Bath. We never got to open for them because we used to cover one of their songs. I always thought it'd be funny to do that, and then they ended up playing that song.
Well, we were gonna do songs like because he did one of his big songs was F.U.F. Dracula. We were gonna do F.U.F. Frankenstein, but like his line was like his song went like F.U.F. Dracula, F.U.F. Dracula. I'm not Scott Bakula. F-U-F Dracula. So we started writing F-U-F Frankenstein, and ours went like F-U-F Frankenstein. F-U-F Frankenstein. I'm not Scott Valentine. From Family Ties. But and then he had a song called "You've Been Hit with a Bag Full of CO." See, the word for the wiener that starts with a C. You've been hit
chickens.
with a bag full of
chickens.
So we wrote, "You've been hit with a sack full of D's." Sounds like every song he had, we wrote like a version of it, and the plan was we're going to come out and do his act before he comes out.
Somebody says, "Wow, this is getting expensive." Not really. I mean, if you already have a band, you already have the equipment. I don't care if it's a basement. I'm not saying when I say venue, I don't mean we gotta. I'm not saying set us up at the TLA. I don't care. Stick us in a church.
How do you spell?
Do you go to a church? Can you borrow the stage of a church for a night? That's all you gotta do, man. I'm down. I will do it. I will document the whole thing. I'll make a whole video about it.
TLA.
TLA.
How do you spell? Do you know who does that?
No.
Do you know? Does anyone know this song? Does anyone know the song I'm doing? How do you spell TLA?
Mike Wolf says, "Got the gear. Let's get the thoughts." See, now you're talking about getting out to Boston. That's a whole other thing now. To get everybody to go to Boston, that could be an issue.
TLA.
It was somewhere here in the Pennsylvania, like the Philadelphia area. That'd be, but not Philadelphia. I'm actually going to the city. I'd rather not do it than go to the city.
Nobody knows the TLA song. Wow.
We'll hit Bull Moose after. I'm not the biggest. Look, Bull Moose was cool. I mean, it's a cool store, but I'd rather go to a flea market.
Thank you, Marty. Marty got it. Yes.
Might be Giants.
They Might Be Giants several years ago did a album called Venue Songs where they wrote a song about every venue they performed at on their tour, and that was the TLA song. They also wrote a great song called The Anaheim House of Blues. It's like, I don't want to stay in tonight and watch Death Wish 3. Fall asleep with pizza crumbs on my clothes. So put away your crack pipe, put some makeup on your bruise, because tonight we're going to the Anaheim House of Blues.
No, Mike, I'm not against the Bull Moose. It's a cool store. I liked it. It's just I'm not gonna find. You guys know the way I hunt. I'm not gonna find many good deals there. It's not my type of hunting ground. My hunting ground is a pawn shop or a flea market or a thrift store. That's where I find my deals. But no, it was a cool store. I like that they cater to collectors. It was Bull Moose was kind of like a Second and Charles, but more catering towards actual collectors of physical media. I like that they got new releases of like collectors stuff in. That was cool of them. It's a cool store.
Did you hear about the shooting, the mafia shooting in the antique mall? The reporters called it a knick-knack paddywhack.
Get it. Mike, I've been to one in somewhere. I don't know if it was Maine. I forget which one I went to, but I've been to a Bull Moose. It was a cool store. It's just, I want better deals. That's all.
Is anyone watching Miracle Workers: The Dark Ages? Is anyone watching that? That's a good show.
I don't know, but Dave Trashboat says, Dave, come to Gettysburg Trading Post. $1 DVDs, $3 Blu-rays, $5 boxes. Want to go?
Yep.
When do you want to go?
Let's do it.
What are you doing next weekend? What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend I'm on Kira duty while people go gallivanting.
You guys and your families. I just ditched mine.
Mm-hmm. As well you should.
I want to go to out to the Gettysburg Trading Post. I want to get back into Gettysburg. I love it out there.
Yep, you got it, Mike. Yeah.
Dave, who's the crew member you have known? Oh, who's crew member I know the longest?
I think you've known me longer than that guy.
Yeah. Crew member I know the longest.
Probably Stephanie, right?
It might be John, because I know John through work. I'm gonna say probably John Bowles is probably the one I've known the longest. Because like I said, I worked in a mailroom for 14 years which by the way was an awesome job. I missed that job. I used to work there for 14 years, and I worked with his brother, and he would come in and do per diem work. So I would say I've probably known him the longest through my old work.
Andrew, if you really want to know the answer to that, go to my channel and Google what happened to Chris. It's my most watched video, much to my chagrin, because I put hard work into a lot of videos, and yet that's my most watched.
Yeah. But I knew Stephanie for a while because Stephanie, black hair, not pink hair, Stephanie. I knew her back from when I used to do, when I graduated college for a little, I went to college for photography, and I ran a photography, I had my own photography studio for a little while, and I took some photos of her back in the day. So I knew her from a long time ago from that, and then we kind of got back in contact with each other, and that's how we started hunting. And then I guess, I want to say out of people I met through Cinema Sickness, you, right?
Maybe. Did you meet Jeremy before?
Yeah, that's the thing. I was thinking, you were Jeremy. God, I miss Jeremy. I gotta talk to Jeremy. I haven't hung out with him in forever. I can't remember. Did I meet you or Jeremy first?
Thomas,
It was one of the two.
Thomas says, when am I doing a sequel to Where's Chris? Yeah, it's Where's Chris Now?
But
like Waldo.
Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe other people remember from my videos. I don't remember if I met Joe or Jeremy first. It was one of the two. I forget. Anyway. What is your favorite MCU movie? Ooh, I don't know.
Probably Endgame. Endgame's terrific.
I don't know. Huh.
Movie Edge says, yes, Miracle Workers, The Dark Ages was awesome. I have the first season on DVD. I didn't realize that it was going to be so wild. I thought it was going to be like the same characters from the first season. I didn't realize they were doing something wildly different. Have you ever seen Miracle Workers? It's a show. It stars Harry Potter. What's his name? Daniel Radcliffe, Steve Buscemi. In the first season is Steve Buscemi.
Don't you like how when you say Harry Potter, my first thought did not go to Daniel Radcliffe. It went to whoever the actor is who plays Harry Potter in Troll 2.
Ah.
Well, that's sad. That's sad.
The first season was...
Because here's the thing. I kind of just assumed you would have said Daniel Radcliffe had you met him. So when you said Harry Potter, I just for some reason assumed, oh, who is the guy who played Harry Potter in Troll 2?
In the first season, Steve Buscemi's God, and he's going to end the world. And Daniel Radcliffe is like a guy who works in heaven who's trying to stop God. He's trying to perform a miracle so God won't destroy the earth. Well, they did a second season, and Christine and I tuned in expecting it to be like, Steve Buscemi's still God and Daniel Radcliffe's. But no, it's called The Dark Ages, and they're all playing completely different characters now. And it's probably even funnier than the first season. It's actually funnier, but I'm like, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. Okay, guys, let's change the topic.
Yeah, really. There's a reason why we're not responding to everybody's comments.
Yeah, let's talk about Almost an Angel with Paul Hogan. Good move, Jesse. Yes, that was a movie that had Paul Hogan in it. And it definitely came out in 1990.
He's the one who made Shrimp on the Barbie popular.
Yes. I don't think we can dispute the fact that Almost an Angel was a Paul Hogan movie.
I've never seen that.
Neither have I.
Is it on DVD?
I don't know. I'll give you another Paul Hogan movie, Lightning Jack. With,
that I've seen.
Jr.
Yeah. And of course you can't forget
Flipper.
Crocodile Dundee 1, 2, 3, and Flipper. I remember as a kid, I always thought it was so crazy that his last name was Hogan. Because, I knew Hulk Hogan. I was like, there's another person out there with the last name of Hogan? Like, to me, that was, like, mind-blowing as a child.
I always say, when people say, what do you like better, Star Wars and Star Trek? I'm always like, well, they're so different. They're not that similar.
Who?
They just have, Star Wars and Star Trek. I'm like, they got Star in the title. That's
very different movies.
Yeah, it's like they're other than Star in the title, that's about the difference. So I'm like, that's like saying, what do you like better? The Hogan family or Hogan's Heroes?
Yeah. Although both feature racism.
Why does the Hogan family feature racism?
Because of Hulk Hogan?
No, the Hogan family.
Oh, I thought you meant the Hogan's what the hell's the Hogan's family?
In the heart of every family, there's a love that starts by letting go.
I don't know.
Step by step and day by day.
Oh, Step by Step?
Reaching out. No, it was.
What the hell are you talking about?
It was an NBC sitcom that ran 7 years.
Never heard of Hogan's Family.
It starred Valerie Harper, and then she got fired from the show. The show was called Valerie, and she got fired from the show. So then they called the show Valerie's Family because they killed her off, but it was still about her family.
So basically, the precursor to Roseanne.
Yeah, and then she threatened to sue them. She's like, "Yo, stop calling the show Valerie's Family. I'm not on it." So then they changed the title to The Hogan Family.
I did not. I thought you meant the Hogan reality TV show.
Okay, all right.
Now you get my racism thing, right?
Yeah, I got
you.
you.
Okay, got you. Okay, good.
In the heart of every family, there's a love.
Is Brandon still on the crew? Haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, he is.
That's right, Jesse. Jason Bateman was on the Hogan Family.
Brandon, we usually get together when we do like Columbus and stuff, but no, he's still around. In fact, I ran into him. I was out with my wife and son a few weeks ago, and we were at the Exton, Pennsylvania Goodwill. And I ran into him. So no, he's still around. It's just some crew members are around more than others. Here's the thing: when it comes to, first of all, when I always say with the crew, I don't know what the show is. This is the show?
Yeah, I turned the volume down so we don't get a copyright strike on the theme song.
I don't know what this is.
Sandy Duncan was the replacement.
Holy crap. Oh my god. Wow, that just got very Full House. Whatever happened to Sandy Duncan? Holy crap, I forgot she existed as a person.
Yeah, it was Valerie Harper was the star, but then they killed off Valerie Harper, so Sandy Duncan was
Bateman.
the aunt who came to live with them.
Is she still alive?
I think she is.
What happened to her, man? My gosh, all of a sudden I'm like, holy crap, I haven't seen Sandy Duncan forever.
See, all the stuff fell out of his locker because it was an 80s sitcom. Edie McClurg was the next door neighbor.
Wow.
Mrs. Poole.
I want to see this show.
It's like 7 years it was on the air.
I've never seen this show, but I want to see it now. I mean, Jason Bateman.
Used to come on right after Alf.
What's his name?
His name was Bert on the show, and Josh Taylor as Michael Hogan. He was an airline pilot.
Why have I never seen this show?
I don't know.
All right, I want to see this. Is it on DVD?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a shame.
It used to be Monday nights after
I'll
Alf.
be damned. Well, that's the thing. I never watched Alf as a kid.
Mike Wolf says, Joe, what's your channel? Megapodtastic. Megapodtastic. Oh my God. Jesse says, do I remember the 80s sitcom Empty Nest? I loved Empty Nest.
See, Empty Nest, I know.
Life goes on, and so do we. Just how we do it is no mystery. Yeah.
I want to see that show now. Interesting.
Who's my favorite and least favorite crew member, Joe? Cover your ears while he answers. Okay, well, my favorite is Rick, and my least favorite is... no, who's my least favorite?
Cinema Sickness?
Cinema Sickness. No, my least favorite is pink-haired Stephanie. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding. I don't know her that well. I really can't say I don't know her that well.
They're all family. I love everybody. Anyway, like I say with the crew, consists...
Jesus, Joe.
What do you say?
No, I'm laughing at you. Because I said pink-haired Stephanie. You go, Jesus, Joe.
No. Anyway, the crew consists of like literally everybody watching right now. You're part of the crew. I consider the crew everybody who watches the show and I say that because at any time anybody could pop into my videos. I mean, if I'm down in Walt Disney World and Bob Joe walks up, who watches my videos, walks up to me. I mean, there's no reason why you're not going to be hanging out with me the rest of the day if you want to. Like, I'm very much down for just. I'm not the type of person to be like, hi, bye. Like, I will, if you want to hang out, I will do that. I mean, it's just like everybody's part of the crew, the whole world, or at least everybody watches CS as part of the crew. You're all honorary crew members.
There's Sandy Duncan today.
Wow, still pretty cute.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what else did she do?
She was in the movie $1 Million Duck. Is that really her? That doesn't look like her.
Duck, the Disney movie?
Yeah. Just watched it on...
Man, I haven't thought of Sandy Duncan in forever. That's crazy.
She was in The Cat from Outer Space. Oh my God. Trash Boat says, Joe, do you remember Jennifer Slept Here, starring the incomparable John P. Navin Jr.? Trash Boat, you know I remember Jennifer Slept Here. I watched every episode of that show back in the day. Now, here's the question. Do you remember Jennifer Slept Here? It was a 1984 sitcom about a family that moved into a movie star's house after the movie star had died.
Okay.
But she was still there. Her ghost was haunting the house. Anne Jillian was Jennifer.
There's some
And
really
the
dumb
only
shows.
one who could see her was John P. Navin Jr.
So it was a precursor to Beetlejuice.
She looked a little better than Beetlejuice.
But did any of them look as good as Winona Ryder? And I'm drawing a blank on her name again. We already mentioned her once.
Anne Jillian?
No, from Beetlejuice. Gina Davis.
Gina Davis.
It's two attractive people in that movie.
What about I'm blanking on her.
Yeah,
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine, no, I never found. She's funny.
I got a thing for Catherine O'Hara.
I find her funny. I love her as an actress. I think she's awesome. I never found her attractive.
I gotta think for I'd take Catherine O'Hara over Gina Davis.
It's fine. You can have Catherine. I'll take Gina.
Does anyone else got a thing for Catherine O'Hara? Give a thumbs up if you got a thing for Catherine O'Hara.
No, Henry, I don't know those shows. I didn't grow up in those shows. Anyway, so it is 9:59, so I think we're just about done now.
We're not done till someone else says they have a thing for Cat. Thank you, Sav. Thank you. All right, now we're done.
So, anybody else have anything quick they want to say?
But what did Gina Davis and Laura Dern have in common?
Future threesome with me?
They were both married to Jeff Goldblum.
Were they really?
Yeah. In fact, they swapped. You know that?
No.
Gina Davis was married to Jeff Goldblum, and Laura Dern was married to director Rennie Harlan. They all got divorced. Laura Dern then, who was married to Rennie Harlan, then married Jeff Goldblum, and Jeff Goldblum, who had been married, or Gina Davis, who had been married to Jeff Goldblum, then married Rennie Harlan.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
And now all four of them are divorced again.
Yeah, I would kind of assume that those relationships weren't going to work out just based on the previous relationships. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Media Freak says she got Goldbloomed.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Says future threesome with Jeff Goldblum.
Ugh.
So you see, you can sleep with Jeff Goldblum, and it's like you indirectly had both of them. It's like a 6 degrees of seven bacon.
I'm gonna pass on that, but thank you very much. That makes Jurassic Park.
Like Jeff Goldblum could come in here and be like, CS, would you like to be 1 degree from Laura and Gina? Yeah.
I'd say it's a pleasure to have you on the live stream, but we gotta go.
We could do Earth Girls Are Easy and Jurassic Park, and it's Laura and the Gina and it's you'll love it. Be afraid, be very afraid. That's what she said in The Fly. She said, "You want to see the fly? Here's the fly. That's my fly."
Wow. 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 And on that note. Anyway, guys, but yeah, it is 10 o'clock, so I think it's about time to go. Creepcast 4. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, guys, so yeah, we're going to go. So thank you all so much for watching the video. I think you got a ton tonight already, but if you're not already subscribed to Krazy Joe, check out his YouTube channel, Mega Podtastic. Please give him a sub. He does good stuff if you like his videos.
Yeah, come on over. I'm trying to hit 2,000 by March 21st. Can we do it? Can we do it? You can help.
Media Freak says don't go. No. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We've been talking for 2 hours. We can't talk all night. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. So, all right. But yeah, so give him a sub and also check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the retro
Movie Edge says
store.
you blew him off in Disney because there were other YouTubers there, and he's bitter about it. You blew him off, man.
What the heck are you talking about? What'd I do?
I wouldn't do that to you, Movie Edge. I wouldn't do that to you.
I blew him off in...
That's what he says, man. I don't know, unless he's making it up.
When was this? Was this during...
Was it during the Epcot thing?
Yeah, the Epcot thing? I didn't blow anybody off. Anybody could have hung out. We were all hanging out together. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Zero Central says, is your birthday March 21st? Yes, it is, Zero. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
I'm curious about this whole Disney thing now before I go.
Yeah, tell us the story, Movie Edge. We want to hear the story.
Curious, Movie Edge. What happened? What I do? Maybe I did. I don't know.
Did he put a finger in your face and be like, listen, you, Tim Tracker's here, so I don't need you. All I need is some Tracker and some Scarred. And that's all I need.
And some woo.
It was like the end of it was I think the end of The Jerk. You kept adding things. I don't need you. I got Tim Tracker. That's all I need. Just Tim Tracker and Justin Scarred. I don't need anything else. I don't need anything. Just them. Oh, and Adam the Woo. Just Adam the Woo and the Tim Tracker. Just I don't need anything else other than that. Oh yeah, World of Micah. I need him too. But other than that, you just keep adding one on. Remember that scene at The Jerk?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that what happened? Now he left. Now he's not telling us.
Yeah.
Is this what
And yes, definitely Adventures by George.
Adventures by George. That's all I need. Just you and Adventures by George and Adam the Woo and oh yeah, Explorer and Ryan. I need Explorer and Ryan.
And super enthused. Yeah, super enthused. Yeah. Just keep on going. Anyway, well, I don't remember ditching anybody, but apparently I did. I don't know. But he's not saying, so I don't know.
Jesse wants me to say I pitied a fool. Nostalgia Critic wasn't there, Joe Rex.
No.
He's not a Florida YouTuber. He's a Chicago YouTuber.
Yeah, he is. You're right. All right. Well, anyway, he's not saying, so we're gonna go. He's not saying anything.
All right.
All right. So, all right, guys. So that's it. Like I said, subscribe to Joe, make it fantastic, and check down below for links to, again, all the links. So, anyway, that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
What the hey? Bye. Hey, look at this. I'm actually not forgetting to show you guys what I got to eat after the live stream. Now, since I did have a late dinner right before my live stream, I've decided tonight to just go with a snack, my go-to Wawa late night snack. I got a soft pretzel, very delicious, a cinnamon sugar twist, I love those, and of course, my go-to water, Deer Park. Yeah, not a soda, can you believe that? So again, my go-to late night snack, but I did grab one other thing. A Slim Jim, something I haven't eaten in about 20, 25, maybe even more years. I used to eat these all the time as a kid, and then for some reason, I just completely stopped. And honestly, I don't know why. So I'm hoping when I snap into this, my thoughts are, oh yeah, and not, oh yeah.